Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next session of the Lodge at Endsmeet. Now, a lot happened last session, and it's been a minute, so if any of our players are willing to pitch their battle at doing the recap for an inspiration point, any takers?
I'm clueless.
Not all at once now.
Pen is just cheesing through her smile real quick. She did
I
some
did it
prep
last time. I
work.
just wanted to give other people a chance to.
You did
Haven't
your
you
prep
done it
work.
like every time?
No,
Emily's taken it a few times.
Emily has
Teacher's taken it
taken
a
the.
couple.
Sometimes.
Okay, okay.
If you could just tell me where we started last session.
We
Okay,
had just gotten
yeah,
back.
alright,
We had
alright.
just gotten back to Endsmeet. We had just gotten to the last beginning of last session. We just got back to Endsmeet.
Right. We all woke up in the
After.
morning.
Yes.
Everybody was kind of slowly rising
Yeah.
after a terrible night. Gideon went to get some coffee, and he overheard Mayor Nod talking to Drenyer about the young people in town kind of gathering arms because the news of Vera and Raynor's split has the whole town more than mildly concerned. And Gideon overheard that, but decided not to interject because they were having a private conversation. Artie was sad that he had a revelation that he is more magically inclined than he would previously believe, but after a bit of pep talks from his team members, he seemed to moderately come to terms with it, and maybe even welcome it as it helps him improve his gadgetry. A raccoon eats Claudia's bag. Neo's goddess whispers that he should ask the Dawes girl when she last heard from him, not specifying who him was. And because Neo doesn't know much, he was like, oh, she must mean Velen's brother. And what did Tess do? Tess prepared for the ceremony, Claudia's coming of age ceremony, which is great. And that was beautiful and touching, and I'm really pleased that you put all of that thought and intention into that ceremony for my character.
Hey, you. Please remember you have a perma guidance.
I do, at least for the end of the day.
We are also all immune to fear because we saw the avatar of a goddess.
Yes. Velen goes to the Outsider's Witness with Neo to purchase some stuff. Neo takes the opportunity to ask her about her brother. Velen takes exception to that, and Neo has regrets. They go to the Outsider's Witness.
A crossbow. We bought her a crossbow.
Yes.
Also.
They go to the Outsider's Witness, ask Nezik about the Outsider, and he says, his history with that entity and how he wants to learn more about it. And they come back in time for Claudia's ceremony, which is fantastic. And Jamino shows up, which is crazy. The avatar of Jamino shows up. And Valkeen also makes his presence known, as well as a little glimpse of Jericho in the afterlife, which was very touching. And then everybody went to the Ends Watch to check in with Solite, who says, the whole town is kind of restless right now because they don't really have any concrete knowledge on what the warscape is like between the two moon clans now, and their position kind of between those two. So the group decides to split in half, one to retrieve Jericho's body, and that's Artie, Velen, and, don't tell me, Neo. And they go to commandeer a raft to get his body with Shelby, and Thomas, Claudia, Gideon, and Tess go in pretty much the opposite direction to check out the area where Thomas was fairly certain he saw the Moon Clan have children, because Gideon is in pursuit of his nieces and thinks there's a possibility that they might have been picked up by the Moon Clan at some point in the past couple of months. Team Boat gets a boat. And they sail. Team Boat gets a boat. But before that, they run into an ongoing conflict between the two halves of the Moon Clan, and Vera's crew seems to win that conflict as the others flee, and they have a conversation that was surprisingly civil with the two members, Scion and Price. They kind of agree that my enemy of my enemy is my friend, and they ask them to tell Vera that, and they agree to do so, and they go on their way. Then they get a boat. And then flipping over to Team Not Boat, they run into some guys who think that they found Dwarven something or other, and Tess sneaks out, flashes a badge, and says, if you want to, be safe in these woods, you should probably not linger. And they agree and go on their merry way. And Gideon marks down the placement of whatever they were bickering about, because there's potential treasure there, and why wouldn't we exploit that? And then they continue on their way. And then we switch back to Team Boat, and they're on the boat. And there's an alligator, and Artie shoots it in the face. Even though he certainly didn't have to.
With cold, I didn't shoot it with like a bullet or anything.
You almost killed it with one hit.
I wanted to freeze it.
I think you perpetually, crippled that crocodile. It's gonna have lasting damage.
Meh.
And Neo was like, what the fuck?
Neo is really upset with you.
Yeah, because, even Velen could talk to animals, so diplomacy was totally an option. Anyways, after that, we switch back to Team Not Boat, and they have found what Thomas believes is the previous encampment, though it seems to be abandoned. And residing in that encampment is 3 glass golems, the makes of which no one's ever seen before, not even Thomas, who's been in the area much longer. And Claudia turns into a full wolf for the first time to try to get a better gauge of what's going on there. Tess tries to also gauge their intentions by sending out her duplicate, and they attack on sight and don't seem to be able to talk, so we all fight and dispatch them. And then we switch back to Team Boat, and they reach the spot where Jericho's body was. Operative word was, because it's gone. It's been cut down, and while Velen chats with a toad about the meaning of life,
Yep.
Neo dives down and finds Jericho's broken axe that was left behind whenever whoever took the body. Valen finds out what direction the people who took him went in, and they are in the process of kind of gauging how far they want to go without the other half of the party when Neo commandeers a crow's sight to get a scan of the nearby forest in the direction that the body nappers went, and sees people escorting a prone woman. We don't know if she's dead, we don't know if she's unconscious, we don't know who she is because Neo doesn't know who she is. Could be Vera, could not be. But she has dark hair. And Artie decides to let the other half of the party know that they didn't have Jericho's body. And with a flawless execution, he attaches the note to the ring of teleportation and says, Gideon, without testing that he would actually transport with the note, which he could have done easily. And it leaves the note and arrives at Gideon's hand mid-battle with nothing attached to it. And we all know what that means. The other party must be in serious trouble because they're sending a distress signal. And that's where we left off.
Don't make assumptions.
Don't make assumptions. I think that is the moral of this entire game right now.
We have one rule with the ring. We have one rule.
Yeah, if you get it, something's wrong.
It's literally
Exactly.
the point of the ring.
Literally
With one
all we
rule.
can do is make assumptions.
Hopefully, we run into some shit on the way back to town so it comes true. Okay?
So that it's not
No!
you're not
That's
calling the
not the point.
police without a real emergency.
Be
It might as
careful
well
what
be
you
valid.
wish for.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
You come across a devastatingly injured crocodile that hides from you as you're returning.
It made me think of that crocodile. I think
It'll be okay.
that's
That's pretty much everything.
it.
You earn an inspiration point with that flawless recap. Well
Yep.
done.
Did great.
And magnifique.
I didn't know you were French, Simic.
And so, taking the boat no boat nomenclature, we will first start with Team No Boat.
Team
as-
with a ring.
Yes. Hold on. I need to find the proper map. Here it is.
Important point of order. Does it literally show up like in the middle of the battle, or is it at the very
It's
end?
at the towards the end of the battle, as Gideon is loosing an arrow at the glass golem. His hand is like loose, and in between the two fingers that are closed, the ring appears, tucked into his palm.
So Gideon is the only one that knows right now.
At the moment, yes, and as the battle finishes, which is really as the battle finished is when we jumped over to Team Boat. So it is raining, it is dreary. You have just defeated these strange glass golems that have collapsed into piles of shattered, stained glass. What do you do?
What the fuck?
I sniff one. What does it smell like?
Roll me a perception. It is an advantage because you
Yeah,
are
it is,
using
'cause
your.
I'm a dog.
You're using your form.
Oh, hey.
With a 22.
I've always had a really good nose. Why didn't it appear in the VTT?
It did.
It did. I see
Oh,
it.
okay. I guess I just didn't switch over.
For the most part, glass doesn't really have that much of a smell. However, on the glass, you get a very distinct smell of oil. Lantern oil. It's sharp and acrid and smells as though perhaps it's the remnants of lantern oil that's already been burnt, and this is the residue on the glass.
I would gauge that, note it, and then wander over. I can't move my wolf token to sniff out the rest of the camp, while the people who can speak, presumably will speak to one another.
Okay, you're going up here?
Yeah, I'm just looking for notable scents.
Smell the girls?
That's what I'm looking for.
I'll use that same natural 20.
I love that.
It is you are perceiving in this area, so one moment, please. Oh, excuse me. There are lots of scents here. You are specifically looking for the smells of Lily or Grace, but there is a lot to smell. This was an occupied camp. You can smell the sense of foods that have cooked over many days. You smell the sense of sleep and sweat, body odor, dirt, soils from other places that have been dragged here. Fresh cut lumberwood that doesn't exist here anymore, that's been burnt long ago. But underneath it all, you do smell lavender, sawdust, and peaches.
Only that one?
Only that one.
Okay, Claudia would do the thing that pointer dogs do, where they kind of like alert who scented something.
Okay.
But I'm assuming while she was looking, the party had a chance to speak, so.
Yeah, what are you other two doing?
Gideon would open his hand and show Tess the ring. Probably cuss a little bit.
What's that mean?
Say,
Thomas
Oh,
is next to
shit.
you.
it's a teleporting ring. The other guys had. They used to say they'd send it to us if they were in trouble, but they've got a stone to talk to Slight. Why would they
We have
send
a
this
stone.
to us?
We have the stone.
Oh,
I have the stone. They only have the ring.
well, I'm not sure how we're supposed to get to them. They took a boat down the river.
Should I? We don't even know where they are. If
No, we don't.
I can use the sending stone to talk to Slight, but I don't know where they are.
Well, let's. Yeah, we can do that, but hang on. I want to search this place.
Yeah.
At that point, Claudia would bark to get everybody's attention, but she would look pointedly at Gideon.
Boof.
Oof.
What is it, girl? Is Timmy down the well?
I whine meaningfully and look directly at you and like nod my head.
Oh, what was it that you smelled it on?
Was it? Echo?
Uh,
Or is it just a general scent?
so you've caught the scent in the area.
Mhm.
Right now, you are smelling around the tents. You have not yet investigated inside the tents.
Okay, can I dig deeper for that specific scent?
Roll investigation.
Aw.
I figured you wouldn't like that.
Actually, my investigation's better than my
Then
perception.
why are you complaining?
Because I didn't know that. What?
Okay.
Oh,
back
wow.
to back.
What's happening?
Holy shit!
I'm really determined to find these fucking kids.
Apparently. You catch wind of that scent. After boofing, you go and you begin to search. The nearest tent, there doesn't seem to be much in here. You see a bedroll that looks like it's been chewed on or weathered through, or something has damaged this bedroll, and the scent's not coming from in here. You leave this tent and you head to the next one. The scent gets stronger. When you enter the tent and you begin to sniff around, there's a lot in this tent. But nothing that seems worthwhile. This tent is full of old pelts. This tent is full of clothes and old equipment. All of it looks extremely damaged or weather-worn, or like it had been stuck outside for a long time and they tossed it into this tent as if to get it out of the way. And as you are sniffing through this tent, one item stands out to you. It's a small brown shoe.
Grab it. I'd pull it out. And pat up to Gideon with it.
Yeah, Gideon takes it. Like a little numbly. I assume it looks about the size that his niece would wear.
Yeah, it does.
Is it bloody?
No. It looks like it's been in the rain, but it doesn't look like there's any sign of damage. It looks like it was outside for a while.
Alright, he's gonna tuck it away and look around this place for tracks. Like I know it's raining. He's just trying to see, which way the people who are camped here went.
Well, roll me a survival. But one thing you do know, just by the shape of this bluff that you're standing on,
Uh-huh.
there's only really one way down.
Yeah. Is it the way we came up?
Yes. With a 14, you're aware there's really only one way up and down off this bluff, which is probably why they used it as a campsite. It looks easy to secure. That being said, the rain is hiding any tracks. You can barely see the ones that you and your allies made. The ground is soft and pliable. Divots are filling with water quickly. It's frustratingly difficult to get a good track.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think he would just go into the tent and start going through the stuff to see if he could see anything else that looks familiar to him, not knowing what else to do in the
Roll
rain.
me a D100. Roll for heroin needles.
Oh,
Oh,
it's a very real possibility at my job.
About to get
That's
hepatitis,
terrible.
That was
ladies
the,
and
that's
gentlemen.
The joke, yes. 78. Hold on.
Hepatitis C.
I hate not knowing whether being high or low is a good thing.
oh, it's amazing.
You will never know. I will never tell you.
He switches it.
I do.
Always great.
Oh, my internet is being slow. I apologize.
Oh,
okay.
I thought that was a bad.
Oh, the rest of us are like
Like you guys
watching
made me
every
do it.
minute facial expression and sound you make with fear and terror.
Roll me a d10, please.
A 10.
Ooh. You're sitting around that same percentage wise.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
a 7.
Mm-hmm.
Within this pile of, it's little more than refuse, clothes and linens and materials that look really not worth anything. Within this pile, you find there isn't much solid aside from the shoe that Claudia found. As you're rooting through it, your hands do close on something solid, and when you pull it out, they are next to each other, a finely polished pair of drumsticks. As you keep searching through the pile for anything else worthwhile, anything else that could give you a semblance as to where Grace and Lily might have been, or any other sign of just something to give you hope, there's nothing.
All right. Gideon kind of backs out of the tent with drumsticks in his hand, looking real dumb, honestly. He would ask Claudia Wolf. That's it? That's the only place you smelled it?
You know,
You do smell it coming off of the drumsticks as well.
Wait. So ears perk up. She goes up to him, sniffs the drumsticks, and then nods.
Huh. All right. Well, if she had her drumsticks, then she wasn't just carried off.
One moment.
She's a musician?
I mean, sure. They're young. They change hobbies. I don't remember her playing the drums.
Well, it's good news if they were hers. It probably means that she was treated like a person,
Yeah.
maybe not a captive. Seems unlikely they would give instruments to a captive.
Maybe. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Claudia. He'll keep the drumsticks. Kind of rub his head. Now, what are we gonna do about this ring?
I have an idea. Tess, by the way, fully shaking, and her eyes are like veined with gray instead of their usual brown, because she is in not a great state. She is very nervous.
I
She's
think,
gonna plop.
Gideon, you would notice that Tess does not look well.
Yeah. Are you all right, Tess?
Last time a ring like this came through, really bad things happened,
Yeah.
and there's nothing we can do about it. And I don't.
No, but they know that. You know what I mean? They can't.
No.
I mean, they didn't send us this expecting us to come around the corner and save them. They know that's not a thing we can do right now.
But then why would they send it?
I don't know.
They want us to hurry back.
Yeah, probably.
I can't think it's anything else, because you're right. They know we don't know where they are.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Tess is gonna plop down on the ground. She's gonna take out that fucking scroll of divination that Artie found, and she's
Okay.
gonna cast it.
All right. Hold on a minute.
I am sorry, Team Boat. She's very, very stressed out about this.
No, it's understandable.
Team boat and mixed
Can't-
messages.
Argue that.
Yep. No worries.
Okay, I need you to roll me a spellcasting check. As you read the scroll, you are not capable of casting 4th level spells yet. So, you do have to roll a DC 14 spellcasting check.
18.
Yes.
Simple enough. Do you know what divination does?
I have pulled it up. Yes. Can you remind me what is the NPC's name that's with them?
Shelby?
Shelby.
That's right.
Yeah.
I can never remember her name. Okay, so I get one question, right?
You get one question. You will receive a truthful reply.
Okay. She's gonna close her eyes. She's gonna pray, hold her holy symbol, and pray to Jamino. And she's gonna say, Jamino.
It is
Are-
unusual because the instant you say Jamino, unlike any other prayer, as you've cast the spell, you immediately hear, "Yes? How can I help you?"
Brad. Are Velen and Artie and Shelby and Neo in mortal danger at this moment?
No, they fucked up.
I'm gonna fucking kill Artie.
They have bad news, but no, that was just a mistake.
Bad news. I guess I can't ask you.
You only get one. Those are the rules.
I only get one. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you.
You are welcome. Best
Is
of
she
luck.
the only one who hears this?
Yes, she's the only one who hears it.
I'm imagining the facial journey that Tess has from like distraught and anxiety ridden to like relief, frustration, minor murderous intent.
Yeah.
Whoop.
That whole thing. Her eyes are like total, like her whole demeanor as her demeanor shifts, like she suddenly looks much better, much less kind of like gray around the face. It was an accident. They're not in trouble. They're fine.
I think
They're
Claudia
fine.
just looks between Gideon and Tess.
Gideon looks at the drumsticks in his hand, and he looks at Tess, and he's saying, "So you could have used that to see where my nieces are?"
Yep. Probably could have.
Oh,
And I didn't think of that, and I'm really
Now,
sorry.
hold on a minute.
No, that's
Hold
okay.
on a minute.
It's okay.
Hold on a minute. You just read the scroll. So you know the spell only affects events within the last 7 days. So you don't know for sure.
That okay.
Before
that's
that
fair.
caveat of guilt comes crashing down on your character.
Yeah, new spell that I literally can't cast yet. Who it is?
Yeah.
So I read the scroll, so I know what it
You
does. and so
know
I'm gonna shake
it-
my head.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna shake my head. I'm sorry. It doesn't work like that. It wouldn't tell me anything past 7 days. It can tell me about right now. I could have asked.
It's
It
all right.
might not have done us any good.
At least now we know that.
For the sake of, I can only shift once, so Claudia's really holding on to this dog thing. So she's gonna look at Gideon. She's gonna convey this all with dog language. It worked once, maybe it'll work again. She'll look at Gideon, and she'll tap her paw once and nod, then tap her paw twice and shake her head, hoping he'll understand what she's trying to say.
Yeah, you only smell one of them.
She nods.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. And I'm glad. At least we know that Artie and Velen and that new boy are safe.
I'm sorry I panicked.
No, it's okay. Understandable.
It's been a hard fucking. I don't need to tell you that.
Yeah, it's
You
been a
know.
long week.
It's been a
All right.
long fucking week. Anyway, what else? What else can we do? Do you want to try to look one more time, and I'll actually be useful and guide you or something?
Oh, there's
Or-
no. There's rain's destroying all the tracks right now. It's the first lead I've found, though, really, so good.
Hey, the good news is, apparently, they don't appear to be in active danger either.
Yeah.
Oh, did I get traces of Vera or Rainer when I was sniffing around? Or is it devoid of both?
Oh, you definitely smell Vera.
That's a good sign.
There's no smell of Rainer here.
I can't convey that as a dog, though. But shall tell Gideon later.
You
What is it,
do
girl?
also smell one of the boar men who you saw at Steps Bridge.
Yeah, whatever their names were.
You make me so sad sometimes.
Good.
Tormont? Was that one of them?
Tremult.
Tremult. I definitely spelled that wrong in my book.
Tremult and Derrig.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
Hormolt. I wrote it down
Are
wrong,
we ready?
too.
Should we head back, or is there anything else you can do while we're here?
Not with this rain coming down like this. I mean... Your friend said that they had bad news, but they weren't in danger, right?
Yep.
Probably
Tess didn't actually say that part out loud.
Alright.
Because she is sort of, I think anything related to bad news where they're near Jericho's body, she doesn't know what it is, but she doesn't want to like freak anybody out unnecessarily. So I think she's gonna just keep that to herself for right now, at least until Claudia's back in a form where she can talk again.
Before any other decision gets made, Claudia, are those glass golems in pieces?
yeah.
She would scoop up a whole bunch of the pieces and trot over to Tess and proffer them to her.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a good idea.
Tess,
That's
roll me a
good idea,
perception
Claudia.
check.
Okay.
Rock candy.
Good thing you got that damage threshold.
Yeah.
Girl, don't chew those.
18.
18.
Would I be a dog if I didn't put things in my mouth I'm not supposed to?
When she sets the glass shards down in your hand, they're shifting slightly.
Like becoming not like they're kind of trying to come back together. Are they like a puzzle piece?
Or
Like
They're
a
not
color
moving
shifting?
enough. No, they're moving slightly. You could guess they might be trying to come back together, but they have not moved enough to like give that impression. They're moving
sorry,
slowly.
I don't know how golems work or anything. I just like what?
None of us do.
I think these are. Do you see this moving? This is moving. I don't.
Claudia, they look like they're moving. You can convey your answer to that as best you can. Gideon, yeah, they look like they're moving slowly.
Yeah,
Do
they
you
are.
You maybe want to try to bring some of these back with us and see if they come back together, or what they do.
I just wonder why they'd be left here. There's nobody here. What are they guarding?
The campsite, maybe. Oh,
If they are trying to come back together, maybe don't bring them back to the town where they could come back together and suddenly be a threat.
yeah, but what if it's just a little piece of it? Would that mean all of it
We don't
would
know.
come with
I
it?
don't know. Is that a risk you're willing to take? Because it's not one I am.
No.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, but okay.
Let them roll them around an
If
empty
they're-
bluff. Is there not?
But if it's a campsite, they're in a war, right? They're in a war, and this is like I guess a defensible place.
We don't know whose this
Maybe-
is.
We don't know who put these here.
It's one side of the clan or the other, right?
Right, and there's nothing of value here, is there?
Isn't
what we saw.
the land itself a value?
Not
Like,
if you're not trying to hold it.
I mean, I guess it's a nice
Or-
hill.
It could be a trap for somebody else trying to camp here.
It wasn't really well hidden for a trap. We saw them atop the hill as we approached. We just didn't know what they were.
Sure? Are we sure there's nothing around here? Maybe they're guarding, I don't know, treasure?
I have no idea.
Well, let's take a quick look around. But I don't think we should take parts of these back with us. I don't
Yeah,
think it's
okay.
worth it.
So you're going to search the area?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give advantage to someone with a better investigation than me.
Hold on. As you have
I thought
decided
you were
to
great at investigation.
she's fantastic at it. As you guys have decided to search the area, we're going to jump back over to Team Boat.
T-boat!
Team up.
Trust me, they know what we're gonna mean by the ring. It just means me back up in town. I promise you, they will understand that. Okay. At this point, is Neo back from his little Raven search?
Well, he wasn't in the Raven. He was just using its senses. So he's been next to you the whole time.
No. I mean, like mentally.
Is
Yeah,
he
but
mentally
I'm
there?
gonna say-
I'm deaf and blind, so I can't see or hear while I'm looking.
I'm
through the
going to
Raven.
say, as we jump back over to Team Boat, Neo, this is when your beast sense ends.
Okay. Well, I saw some people carrying a woman, but no sign of your friend here.
A woman.
Right.
She
Uh,
looked hurt.
and
You
I'll-
said they were carrying her.
I'll describe what she looked like.
Okay.
Roll me a charisma check to do your best.
All right.
You're good at that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, he's
The
so
most charming
charismatic.
tree man in the
No,
world.
It's an 8.
Oof.
Okay.
Dark hair. A
I
woman.
think she was dead. I don't know.
She might be dead. She might not.
All right. This is
Okay.
I don't know what to make of this.
My dice hate me.
Well, if that is Vera, it's concerning.
Based
It
on
could
the
be
8,
anyone.
it sounds like it could be anybody dressed in fairly woodland attire.
Could be anyone.
Could be
Okay.
anyone.
And we've seen the results of these little pitched battles that have been happening all the fuck over. So it really could be anyone on either side.
How was she being carried? Was she like over the shoulder carried, or are they like stretching her somehow?
It was like a stretcher carry.
Okay.
All right. Well, I am concerned. But I don't think there's much I can do about that, really.
I really think that's the phrase of the day.
So, I guess we just keep trying to
I
head
mean,
back. Like,
yeah, we sent them the signal to go back to town with the ring, so we should
is that
probably
what
go
that
back.
was?
Yeah, I mean that's what I
Okay.
intended it for, and I know that you're like we're really in sync as a group.
Sure.
Mhm.
I feel very in sync with both of you right now.
Yep,
Let's go.
I
Let's
can feel
just
it.
keep going.
Let's just keep on keeping on.
So, the driver of your raft looks at at you three, and she says, "So, what's the plan? Are you fighting current?"
Yeah, I think we need to just head back the way we came. I don't think we're going to be able to find him this way, and we need to try to meet back up with the rest of our group.
Yeah.
So nobody then.
Now,
Apparently not.
Right. She seems a little disappointed, and she begins
Us
to.
too.
She doesn't say that, but she does begin to pull the raft back up the river. It is slower going, considering you are now fighting the current.
What does Shelby think of all this? She's with us, isn't she?
Yeah, she's with you. She's kind of seated on the raft. She's been watching you as all of you were working. You could talk to her. She doesn't say anything. I'm not going to tell you what she's thinking because that's not how this works.
Well, I just didn't know if she was gonna chip in, like, just make sure she was paying attention to the conversation about the people carrying the woman. If she doesn't say anything, I'm not gonna say anything to her. I just wanted to gauge how she's looking.
Roll me an insight check.
That I can do. 16.
She looks thoughtful. She looks like she's maybe remembering or reminiscing. She has not said anything for a while. She's been quiet as you have all been exploring this, and as soon as Jericho's body was discovered to not be where it was, she's been looking pensive.
Is there a safer way back? I feel like the sneakier we can get back, we gotta kind of avoid trouble. It seems like there's some shit going down in this forest right now. Let's say towards Shelby.
Shelby will look up at you, and she will say, "Well, once we're off the raft, we can kind of try and stick off the game trails, stay in the deep woods, but you'll have to stay close. I don't think any of you are quite as good on your feet as I am, except maybe Tree Man.
I have a name, you know.
I don't remember it, I'm sorry."
It's literally 3 letters.
Right, but I was trying to give you, like, an affectionate nickname.
I like Tree Man. It works.
Look, there's a lot been going on, okay? I'm sorry.
It's fine.
So you gonna remind me of it, or am I just stuck here calling you Tree Man?
It's Neo.
Neo, okay. Sorry,
Right.
Neo.
It's alright. Affectionate name's fine. And he'll look at Artie and he goes, "You cannot call me Tree Man."
I don't think you can really stop him. I mean, I think that if Artie wants to call you Tree Man, I think that's gonna happen.
I got a better one.
Oh,
I'm gonna call him the Tree Meister.
You know, Tree
Yeah.
Man's not sounding so bad all of a
Yeah,
sudden.
I think you're right.
Yeah. King of the trees.
Tree Cole.
How did you make it worse?
Now I feel bad that I'm making stupid jokes while we're
Yeah.
missing a corpse.
You have to find some sort of happiness.
Yeah, we've been going through non-stop shit. I mean, if not, we would just be a bunch of depressed people sitting around.
At that moment, Neo, you hear a voice in your ear. Hey, just checking in. So did you ask her?
Not right now. It's not a good time.
Why do you say that?
No.
She's right there.
I'm having this. You guys hear this out loud because he's just like, I did, and it just caused some confusion because you weren't very clear.
Well, clearly she didn't understand, so you just have to ask better.
Who am I asking about?
Dawes!
Talking to the trees?
And he'll just look to Velen and he'll go, "The question I asked you earlier was supposed to be about Das. Apparently."
Wait a second. You think my brother is a god?
No, no. I didn't know who I was supposed to be asking about.
What?
She
All
said
right.
a name. I don't know who Daz is. I thought it was your brother.
That is a... Okay. Well, we're gonna need to get you some religious education at some point, because if you're gonna run around being the servant of a god and you don't know what you're doing. Anyway, he's always with me. Whether I want him to be or not, he's around.
You know,
But-
she has a point.
Oh, shit, sorry.
What? Oh my.
Yeah, you got this. You feel like a pat on your shoulder, and then that presence seems to be gone.
What do you want to know about him?
DM, help me out here. Neo would remember, but I don't remember the question I asked 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, however long it was.
If
You asked
Velen
the-
had recently had contact with the other, which in this case was apparently Dawes, when you thought it was her brother.
Okay. Yeah, no, she just wants to know if you've had contact with him. recently.
I'm an Azamar. Like that's the answer to that question. I'm an Azamar. He's always with me.
He'll just. Did you hear that? There's your answer. What more do you want?
There is no response.
Valentine shakes her head.
Artie looks up at the trees.
I feel kind of sympathetic to you right now for maybe the first time.
My God, is a lot to deal with sometimes.
Don't you dare say we're alike.
I'm not going to. I was going to say that
I know what you were thinking.
I was going to say that you are the god of becoming a lot.
Mm-hmm.
See, he's here.
Don't bullshit the bullshitter.
Those were literally the words that I was going to say.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks I'm full of shit right now, and it's rude because he's in my head.
So wait, you can just talk to him all the time and he'll answer?
Well, he doesn't always answer in a way that you would want him to. But he's always with me.
Mine just ignores me most of the time.
Well, we're family.
I don't know how that works, but
Literally, that's the whole thing with the freckles and the weird hair and just family, bloodline. Like, we're connected. He's in my blood.
Okay.
This has been fun to watch.
I've talked to gods before.
Praying. It's great.
No,
Praying
they,
is great.
They talk back.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
It's just a little different when they're always with you. And I'm not trying to brag. I really am not. It is not a bragging
You better
thing.
not, but it's not always by choice.
Exactly.
I think I'd get annoyed if she was in my head all the time. I don't envy you.
Artie puts his little feet together and goes, "Seems like you're bragging."
It's really it's just a thing. You deal with it.
I truly have better things to do than look into what you're doing all the time.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. I'm sure you have better things to do than watch me sit on a raft.
You hear the sound of what maybe is a bird being strangled?
Everybody?
No, just Velen.
Oh, okay.
That's amazing.
That coughing must have been the bird.
He's having a day. That would probably not be a good time to ask him for a favor.
Oh, Emily has fallen off the internet. Oh, and she's back. Okay.
In out.
Just having terrible audio problems today. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry as well.
If she ever gets back with me on this, I'll let you know.
I wish I understood what your goals were here.
You and me both.
I mean, no, seriously though, you have to have a goal in this. You aren't a puppet.
Well,
Maybe.
a little bit.
No.
I'm here on behalf of her. She has asked me to do this, to find you.
But you're making choices, so what are you getting out of this?
To live.
Is your god holding you hostage?
It's a long story that I'd rather not talk about.
No. I mean, like, we can help you out if that's the case. But like, are you in danger?
No.
Blink once if yes.
You can't
He's
see
like-
my eyes. No, I'm not being held hostage. I'm not in
This
danger.
game is gonna fucking kill me.
You've earned an inspiration for You Can't See My Eyes.
Oh, God.
He still commits to that statement.
Blink once. I think he blinked.
Divine providence works in many strange ways. I guess we'll wait and see what she tells you the next time you pray.
What's everybody's passive perception?
I got
12.
23.
Velen, you're muted.
I think she was coughing.
Probably.
Nope.
Just put him as many fingers up.
My passive perception is 15.
Okay. Neo, you see, as it's getting darker out, it's not quite evening yet, but the suns are behind the trees, and as it gets darker, the shadows are getting cast to be longer, and as the raft is moving slowly upstream, you catch a set of yellow eyes peering from the forest out toward you all. You are the only one who sees it.
Where is it in relation to us?
It's off the west side of the boat, so it's to your left as you're talking to everybody.
As we're talking, I'm kind of just without. I'm trying to be like. Oh my god, what is the word? I just point up to it as we're talking.
You
You
point
trying
at
to
it. You just
Yeah, point at it.
Are you trying to be subtle about it?
That's the word. I try to
You're
be
just
subtle
like-
as we're talking with
Dead,
a little
we
Jerking
went
point.
with
your head
this.
in that
Okay,
direction.
so yeah,
My
that was
head
sort of
broke.
when you said just pointing at it. It was sort of
The
kind of the opposite,
opposite.
of subtle, and I
Okay.
was
Yeah,
confused.
I'm sitting here trying to think of the word subtle, and my brain did not want to work
All
with
right.
That
me.
down.
roll me a stealth.
This is on a sleight of hand.
No, roll me a stealth.
At 20 for 23.
Okay. You
It's real
get the
subtle.
point across, and you think you do so quietly and discreetly enough that you haven't alerted your observer.
I really want to look.
Natural.
Seem like I shouldn't look. What does it look like?
Do you
I'm
look?
not gonna look. I swear.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm saying. I'm trying my hardest.
He looked like he was like creeping, so I'm like,
Can I try to look without being super obvious about it? What would I stealth roll that? Like what?
That would be a stealth, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
I'm not gonna try.
18.
It's not bad.
Yeah, you kind of discreetly peer. They look like wide, bright yellow eyes nestled within the brush and shadows cast by the trees along the shoreline.
Do I suspect shifter?
You suspect eyes?
Okay, so I don't know what those are.
No, you don't see any form that they're within. It's
Okay.
as though the reason you see them is because the sun's light has bounced off of them, but nothing else.
Okay.
Is there any way I can see?
Oh my god, already. He just
I looked. I had to
makes
look.
complete
The
eye
curiosity was killing me.
Artie,
Oh,
as
hi,
you
Sam.
look, all of you watch as the yellow eyes suddenly vanish.
Damn it!
I couldn't help it. You guys. Yeah, I mean, the curiosity is
you-
killing me. It's gone.
So something is watching us.
It might literally kill you.
I'm gonna shoot first. I don't care if it's an alligator or not.
Ugh.
We'll keep Artie safe.
Please.
Roll me a nature check, Neo, as you're the only one who got a good enough look as to have an idea as to what the eyes might belong to,
His nature intelligence?
because that's the governing skill behind nature.
Yeah. 12.
You gotta know things with your thinking brain.
No, you don't know what
He
it
ain't,
is.
he ain't the thinker.
You do know, with a 12 nature check, the shape of the eyes made you think of a predator.
Right. Neo's gonna look at everybody, and he's gonna go, right. I'm going to be in the water if you need me.
What? You leaving us? I'm gonna start
Not-
blasting into that forest if
No.
I see
Don't.
anything.
Don't do that.
I'm going to
I mean-
follow under the boat. So if they try to catch us by surprise, we'll surprise them.
I'm gonna
tuck real close under Bella, almost like hugging her leg.
I pat Artie's head.
Nah,
So much
Okay.
hair.
there's a lot of hair.
I need one of you to give me a D10 roll, please.
You got this, Al.
Okay. Why would you make me do this? I'm the worst person to roll. Oh, it's a 2.
2.
I was
It was almost
expecting
an
it to
8.
be like a 10.
I, too, was expecting like a 10.
God damn it.
Is that for Heimdall?
It's Heim.
Of course it is.
He just keeps peeking his little head over the computer screen.
It's a welcome cameo.
I really tried not to look.
Did you?
Yeah, like
You should have rolled like a
internally,
will
yeah.
save.
I just went for it.
I
I
mean,
waited long enough.
that's already.
And out of character will save. Heimdall, no! Don't eat that.
Heimdall.
Okay. Roll me a perception check, Artie and Velen.
Did Neo transform or did he just get full ass body in the water?
Oh,
Just as
Neo's
like
gonna
swimming.
Neo's gonna transform, but I don't know what I would have access to.
Are you above level 4?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the type of animal, because you have to see the animal to transform into it.
I mean,
Bees.
I mean, you could pick something within reason. You could be
A
an
black.
otter?
you could
Or
be an
a reef
otter.
shark.
An otter's a great
That
one.
would be so cute.
A
Oh
shark.
my god. Be an otter.
Be an otter.
A shark is a little questionable.
I
You'd
mean,
be a little
otters are
black
at least-
otter.
Otters
Alright,
are at
I'm gonna
least
turn into a
freshwater.
crocodile.
Yep, you saw a crocodile.
Oh,
You are a small
Artie's
crocodile.
gonna shoot you in the face.
That's fine.
That you get shot in the face, so that you're a small
God.
crocodile.
Oh,
All right, so you
Are you
are
a
a
black
crocodile.
crocodile?
clarify.
Solid
Did
black.
we see him
Cool.
jump into the water and turn into a crocodile like mid-jump? Or did
No,
he
I, I didn't turn until I was submerged. But
Okay.
So you want to get shot in the face, is what I'm hearing.
if you think a solid black crocodile with a white stripe down the middle is normal, sure.
You do
Shoot
see a
me.
crocodile with a small wooden mask, like on its head.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's
little
fine.
Got a
With the little
hat.
antlers.
Oh man.
That's
I am
adorable.
just looking up at Velen right now with my 4. I do not see anything.
Okay,
Okay, I rolled
a 10.
shit. Yeah.
All right.
The crocodoc.
Got the
Crocodile.
18, baby.
We put all of the perception in the other party.
Yeah.
You did, yeah.
Well, my perception, but you guys are the.
You're the
You're
one
a
in water at the
crocodile.
moment.
I am in the water. Yep.
Norkland.
We will handle you in a moment, Neo. As the raft is slowly being pushed upstream, and the crocodile Neo, the Neodile, is directly behind the raft.
Neodial.
The pole that is being used by the Hammerling driver is slowly pushing it along, and it's not moving very quickly, Neo. This raft, you are lazily swimming to keep up with the boat. You could honestly just bite onto the back of the raft, and it would drag you along if you wanted. A totodile, that's fantastic. As you guys really rolled terrible in perception. I hate to surprise you with this.
Punish them for it.
Well, yeah.
It is what it is.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Pull the trigger, Echo.
Velen, you suddenly hear. Oh, it appears you might be in danger soon. I suggest you keep an eye out. This has been Warner.
That's awesome.
I love him so much.
I forgot you had that.
We all hear that, right?
No.
Oh, just
Just Velen.
And Velen, Werner says we might be in danger.
shit.
As you look
Shadow.
around, there is shadow moving in the tree line near the edge of the raft. It's moving through the trees as if darting from tree to tree and it is oddly serpent-like.
Oh no.
Nick.
No, it's not a snake. It's too ductile to be a snake. It looks as though it is climbing and darting, leaping from tree to tree.
I don't know
With a
what that is.
10,
Mostly I'm seeing moving shadows.
there is a sudden glimpse as sun's light reflects off of bright green scales.
Nezik.
It's the shopkeeper.
Oh, you forgot your change. Good, good, madam.
I'm having a blast.
Odd to see you out here. No. As the raft is slowly moving, you are suddenly aware that you are in danger. But before that encounter happens, we're going to jump back over to Team Not Boat. Team No
Not
Boat.
boat. No boat. No boat.
Nope.
Oh no.
You are still at the
Team No
bluff.
Boat.
It is raining here.
I'm gonna try to investigate to see what the fuck it is that these glass thingies are guarding.
Okay.
Yeah,
How do you
I'll-
search?
Also, look.
How do I search?
Please describe how it is that you search this bluff.
Let's see. I'm gonna go over here by these rocks.
All right. You go by the
That
rocks.
seems. Let me see. Is there anything? I don't have a good. Is there anything like? I don't think that if there's stuff that's treasure like, it's probably not gonna be in the tents. It'll be. Can I like look around the bluff for signs of like upturned earth or anything that could be buried?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You can roll investigation for me, looking
Cool.
specifically for that.
I'm gonna guidance myself for that shit because I have very poor investigation. Not like
With a 10, plus maybe a D4.
that's a D4.
So a 13. You don't see any signs of upturned earth. You do see a lot of very wet earth.
There. Yeah.
It's been raining heavily for a while now. Your investigation proves fruitless.
Claudia, do you smell it? Do you smell anything? That I don't. Who the fuck knows? We don't even know what you're smelling for.
You do not
Oh.
smell any treasure.
No buried treasure. I actually, while everybody was looking around, I wanted to go over to the pile of golem pieces
Uh-huh.
and just take a piece in my mouth.
All right, you have a piece of golem in your mouth.
And I just keep my mouth shut. What the? What are you?
All
What are you
right.
eating?
Oh God! Drop it.
Leave it. Leave
It seems
it.
like these golems. It seems like these golems are magical, right? Can I roll Arcana on these golems to be like, what the fuck is up?
Is
with
up
these
with
golems?
that?
So, would you... Okay. You don't need to roll Arcana to know that these glass constructs are of magic in nature.
Clearly
Um,
magical.
You can roll a history to see if you've learned anything about golems or constructs in the past.
Fair. And there's not like a signature on them or anything. I guess that would be
Maker's
fair.
mark.
It's a big pile of glass. You need to look for one.
Natural goddamn one. I don't know anything.
You've never read about constructs before. You've just never had the cause to...
There's no humanity in them.
I actually wasn't treating Claudia like a dog. Gideon goes to where they were kind of patrolling. One of them was around the edge, and he's just taking a look out to see if he can see smoke or signs of any other encampment from here.
Yellow eyeballs.
Door.
Roll perception. To see what you can see.
What do my old ass human eyes show me?
Everything.
Pretty good.
Well, behind the cataracts.
Get that mellow thistle out.
Looking out into the forest, taking the posture that the golem was standing at, you see farther out into the forest than you think you might have anywhere else. You can see it's almost like a lane between the trees that you're looking down. You can actually see alarmingly far into the forest from here, where the golem is standing. With a 22, I need you to roll me a d10.
What?
Oh,
Hold on.
9 of those lizard things.
Let us hope. Let us hope not.
Nazik and his 8 charming brothers?
Yeah.
Thank God you rolled a 2, Galen.
Jesus.
Oh God.
Ghost trying to teach us to stop splitting the party.
Beware the chuckling DM.
He's
Emily's
"Nope,
so scared she
I'm
keeps
out."
leaving.
No,
He's like,
Emily,
"Nope, I'm
stay!
out."
We need you, Tess.
With a 9, with a 22 perception, far down the lane, must be a mile. You see a large creature moving. Looks like the shape of a bear.
Ah.
It's moving toward you. Not quickly, not in a run, just lumbering.
Is it the time of year for bears? It's a valid question. He's a ranger. He would know.
That's not really how bears work, Pen.
Not sleepy time.
It's not sleepy time?
No, it is.
What?
Hey, look back. Thomas? Claudia? I don't know. Do you guys see? Can you see? Way out there? Is that a bear?
I would
Thomas
go
steps up next to
and
you.
look. I would
Get-
actually paw at Thomas for a boost.
Oh.
That's so fucking
I'm lower
cute.
to the ground.
Thomas looks down
I want
at
him
you.
to piggyback me on his back so I can look over his shoulder.
Thomas
Puppy
looks down at you
dogs.
and he... Oh, you're fucking kidding me? All right. And he does kneel down so you
Yes.
can climb up.
I do that dog whine that they make when you're sitting at the table and they want some of your food. Just the most heartbroken sound.
As you climb up onto his back, Thomas says, "Ow, watch the feet!" Go ahead, roll me perception.
Pat your
But
head, Claudia, give you guidance.
she has guidance. Permanently.
Oh, I
today.
do!
Yes, you do. You don't need to do that.
Never mind,
Kara.
give it to Thomas. Pat his
I-
head.
Thomas
Sure.
also looks down the lane.
Will not pat his head, but I will poke him on the shoulder.
Is this a perception check?
Yes, but it is using your eyes.
Yeah.
Wasteception.
Dude,
Doesn't Vera turn into a bear?
yeah.
Thomas nods as he looks. He says,
Three.
"That's a bear."
All right.
Is it a bear Claudia recognizes? Because I rolled a 23?
No.
Fuck.
You don't. It's too far. You cannot
Right.
tell details on this bear that's a mile away. It's odd enough that you can see down this lane of trees.
Yeah.
It's like a perfect game trail, as though it was artificially made a perfect line. And it only looks this way directly from where Gideon is standing. You have to actually lean over and look over Gideon's shoulder from atop Thomas's back to see exactly as Gideon sees it.
Well, that's probably not a coincidence.
No, I think not. I've never
What's not
seen
a
anything like it.
Gideon will reach out and pull Tess right in front of him.
So you
And
see
point?
a perfect. It's like a hallway made of trees.
I don't know if you can see, there's a bear about a mile off coming this way, but that's not a natural. That's not a natural break in the trees.
Hilarious. Tess does not see the bear, but I
No,
imagine
no,
she
no,
does.
no. With an
See
8
the land.
and Gideon pointing it to you,
Okay.
you don't roll for perception if someone points something out to you.
Okay. Is this? I mean, theoretically, this could be what they're guarding, right? Whether it's magical or not, it's a pretty good view.
I mean,
Pretty
one of
out
them was
area.
looking this way, so I figure they are guarding this approach.
Gideon, with your
Yeah.
high perception, you see the Gideon. You see the bear stop and sit,
Yep.
still looking at you.
Think-
Well, in your direction.
I think it saw us. Hmm. But I just see the one figure, right?
Just the one bear.
All right. Well, it took a seat and it's watching us now.
Skedaddle around the other way and try to lose it, or should we approach? What do you think? You know the forest better than I do.
Gideon's kind of twirling a drumstick in his fingers. Well, I kind of want to go see what's going on, but it's up to the rest of you.
Leia emphatically nods at that.
All right.
All right, I'm putting you down. Ow.
Is it worth trying to be sneaky, or do we just let it come to us?
It's not moving.
It's seen us. Pretty sure.
Body's just gonna start trotting down the bluff.
Okay.
Okay, so you're walking down off the
Mhm.
hill? Okay.
I will pursue. Claudia.
You need to leash me.
I mean, yeah, we'll go. That's what I said. Kind of wants to see what's going on.
Okay.
Do you still have a piece of a glass golem in your mouth?
Yep. Experiment.
Okay.
Amazing. Hilarious.
What a weird experiment.
Just chucked in my cheek.
Literally glass. Okay.
Arr.
I think I would have been put this away.
It was this opening, actually.
Ah, okay.
Eve. Hey. Stop it. Little shit.
So yeah, I guess we're gonna approach the bear.
Okay, the bear is a mile away.
Yep.
Let's go.
We're gonna walk through this lane.
All right.
All right.
We're all gonna be in danger soon.
I'm gonna send the ring back to them.
No
Are
context.
you really?
No, not right now.
But maybe.
Artie would enjoy that.
Artie would be like, so clearly they want us to meet back at the base.
Yeah.
Alright.
No, like legitimately, Tessa's plan for the ring is like, okay, what we should do is we should wait until we see them, and then we should sneak up on them, and then when we can see what their reaction would be, we should send them the ring and see if they panic.
To teach him a lesson.
Artie's definitely not panicking.
As you are walking through this almost lane made of trees, you're walking in the direction of the bear. It feels like you have a long way to go. I need... Okay. I need charisma saving throws from each of you at disadvantage.
Oh
Awesome.
boy.
What?
Great. Perfect.
We all say in
Fabulous.
shock and fear.
Yeah.
I fail. That's a 2. Or that's a 6, I guess, for me.
Is it magic? You have advantage on magic.
Oh, is it magic? Yeah, that's true. So it would be a straight roll.
You were right.
No,
Artie. You did remind
it's
her.
not really. It's not a spell. It's
I get a.
in this case, no, you do not have.
This is
advantage.
gonna help. I get my bless, so I'm gonna add that.
Okay.
Sprinkle that red on top for a total of 4.
Tag blessed.
Sure. Yep. Great.
Okay.
It's gonna be fine. We're fine. It's a ghost again.
No, it's not a ghost.
Ghost bear. It's cocaine bear.
with those failed charisma saves, you don't know how long you are walking. You have no perception as to how long you followed the lane within the forest. It feels as though you blinked, and then it was darker out, and you stand 10 feet away from a bear seated in front of you. All of you do.
Does this bear look familiar now?
Yeah?
Tommy too.
Do I know who this is?
Is it Knuckle?
It's not old Knuckle, no. Roll me a history check, Claudia.
Oh,
You get a D4?
I do. Yeah, I might as well. Why the fuck not? Yeah, 22. Who the fuck is this bear?
You and Thomas both recognize this bear. It was one of the bears that was in the clearing when Thomas was having the fuck beat out of him.
Uh-huh.
You don't know who the bear is, but you recognize it. The bear remains seated on its haunches, looking at you all. You all stand kind of in a circle around it. Suddenly, the bear reverts to a humanoid form. It is a female, seated in front of you. She looks at you all and she says, I wondered if you would meet me here.
Who's
What
she
all
talking
are
What the
you?
fuck do you
All
want?
three of you. She says, I don't want anything. You approached me. So mind your manners.
Ma'am,
Oof.
we found an encampment with some golems.
Mm-hmm. That's where we used to camp. I was coming back to check to see if they were still there.
Parts
And
of them
then
are.
you handled them then?
Yeah. Gideon will instantly take out the drumsticks. Where's the girl that was playing with these?
You see her brow furrows, and she says, where did you find those?
In your camp? Tent full of refuse?
Well, you have me at an advantage, I'm afraid. Who are you, and why do you ask? Who are they to you? Who is she to you?
My name is Gideon, and she's my niece, my brother's girl.
Roll me persuasion.
I am gonna use an inspiration and re-roll that.
Fair.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on, dice. Oh my god, for real? Alright, well, whatever.
I mean, I'll give you one of mine because I really like to see where this goes.
Me too. I have more than one.
I have more than one as well.
Okay, I'll use another one. It feels cheaty, but this is important.
This is important.
Can I guidance you too? Or not?
You had to have
Okay.
declared that before.
That's
This is a good roll.
With a 19.
We'll stick with this one.
She says, the girl said she had no one, and you claim she's your niece. Do you have any proof? She's under my care, so it's not something I take lightly.
Gideon looks at her for a long moment. And then he looks at Claudia. And he takes out, I don't actually know if this is Grace or Lily, but he takes out the memento he gave Claudia to smell
Mm-hmm.
to get the scent. And he holds it out.
out of character. The smell that she marked, the shoe that you found, was
Yeah.
Grace.
Grace. Okay. Her hairpin. I've been looking for her and her sister since my brother was killed.
Do you mind if I see that?
Hands it over.
The woman takes the hairpin from you, and you all watch as her face suddenly elongates just a little bit into the snout of a bear as she smells it.
Her name's Grace.
It was. She decided to go by a new name. I need you to understand, it is not safe for me to bring her or any of the other children out into the open right now.
I do understand that. Things are crazy out here.
Yes, they are. Especially now that the culling is sending glass soldiers after us.
So they're not your glass soldiers.
Absolutely not.
Was she safe?
You have my word she's safe. I am Cassandra. I understand we find ourselves a bit at opposite ends here, as I know, from what I've heard, you all are from the End's Watch.
Yep.
I hold no bad blood for you and your kind. I just ask that you don't stir the pot at the moment. It's not safe out here, as you've said.
Tessa, look up at Gideon. She looks real angry, but she's gonna look up at Gideon.
I'm not sure what you mean by the pot, because this culling, this Raynor's people who've turned on the rest of you.
Yes,
I mean,
he
they're
has.
they're not just threatening the people out wandering the woods.
No, they're not. They're threatening everyone. Our best security at the moment is discretion. Which is why my little enchantment here, well, it confuses them.
But you're still part of the Moon Clan. What's left of it.
Do not delude the Moon Clan for Raynor's followers. We are not the same.
Grace didn't have another girl with her?
No.
Right.
She had...
Well,
was she supposed to? And Cassandra's looking at you very intently.
that I've been looking for my nieces.
When I found Grace, she was terrified and confused and lost and crying, and claimed she didn't have anybody. She's been very quiet since I found her. I had not thought she had... Well, I didn't know what to think.
I'm sorry. I know this is a little tense. I should thank you for keeping her safe, at least.
You don't need to thank me. It was the only thing I could do. You can't find a lost soul in the Goldwood and turn your eye from it.
Is it just you protecting these children?
No.
You think you can hold them off? Or do you need help?
As long as we remain a secret, we are perfectly safe. Which is why
You have
I'm...
nothing to fear from us.
I
You have
don't...
nothing to fear from us. At least not as long as you've got Gideon's niece.
I don't know you. I know Vera had mentioned there was tension. I'm not willing to take any chances.
I think at this point, after listening quite intently, Claudia would turn back into a person.
Oh, okay.
She
Uh,
transforms back. It's a little weird because it's her first time trying.
It's uncomfortable. It feels odd. It's a bit like feeling all of your hair grow backwards.
Ugh.
But then you are you, standing there.
Especially with glass in your mouth.
Glass in your mouth.
With it in her hand, with her back pocket.
I did wonder
Where-
if you'd join us.
Well, it wasn't my conversation until now. But I want to talk to Vera. About Raynor.
What all do you know?
He split off. He's against you. He killed my brother.
About Vera.
She can
That
do
she's
magic.
the reasonable one.
When's the last time you saw her?
A couple days ago.
She hasn't returned since this morning. I was trying to find her.
Afraid we don't know where she is.
If Raynor's people got to Vera, you all need to protect your Shinehaven.
We were planning on that anyways.
That's good. Raynor was frantic about destroying the Shinehaven. Vera
What?
was against it. So much so that they split. It was that argument that, well, started this whole civil war.
Why would he care so much about destroying it? There wasn't...
If there was not a secure place for the Sentinels of Shine to hide, there'd be nowhere to keep them from being recruited by the culling, as he called it.
Do you know anything about when he planned to attack?
He wanted to attack yesterday, but Vera stopped him.
Okay. Seems like you and the children and whoever else is helping you protect the children should stay low here. And we should get back to the Endsmeet as soon as possible. If they're coming, they're probably going to come soon.
If you... If you find another tree gate as you are looking down here, and you say the words, Friends of the Moon Clan, it will allow you faster traversal, as it did to here with me.
Appreciate that.
I must return and make sure everyone is safe. All of you, hurry and spread the word.
We will. Gideon, just out of character, real quick. Gideon? Did you tell us about the kids from Endswatch like trying to rustle up
Yeah.
to attack? Is that
Yeah, he
something we
did do
want to
that. He did do that.
share? Yeah, I think. I mean, Tess doesn't have a lot of information. You're the one that heard it, so I like, if that's okay for Tess to relay the shape of that information, I think she would also do that.
That's fine with me.
Yeah,
Sandra.
I don't know exactly what it is, but that's the gist.
Yes.
So they're prepared.
You tell whatever name she's going by now, you tell her she does have somebody.
She goes by River.
Right. All right. You tell her Uncle Gideon is looking for her?
I will tell her.
All right. We
And
find
all
another
this-
lane of those trees. Say Friends of the Moon Clan.
Correct. It is how, well, these are the mechanisms I put in place so that our allies could move quickly. But I think our allies might have changed.
Can they use it too?
They are no longer friends of the Moon Clan. So no. You three, especially if you, as you've shown me, are friends of River, yes, I trust the three of you. Four of you. She looks at Thomas, who is like,
I'm here too.
How is Thomas looking? Is he looking shifty since this is one of the bears that was like...
he
beating him
looks
up?
on guard.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's in the back, basically. He's not saying much.
And just out of your character, does Gideon think that this woman's like telling the truth?
Insight check.
You can roll an insight check.
Oh, my dice.
She's hot though. How could we not trust her?
Right?
Mm-hmm.
This elven woman seems to be... If she's not telling the whole truth, it's because she's being guarded. But you don't think she's trying to deceive you.
All right.
She looks at the four of you and she says, "Be safe." And she turns
you
into
too.
a bear and begins to run back the way where she had come from.
I wish I could do that more than once.
Thomas, like, pats you on the shoulder and says, "You'll get there."
Yeah.
We gotta go.
Yeah, we should go as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take out the sending stone, but like cut back to the other group while I figure out what 24/5 words I send back to Selene.
Okay. Actually, before we cut back to the other group, we're going to go ahead and take a 10-minute break.
I want everyone to look at my baked potato. Look at
Perfect.
her.
I will be right
Oh, baby!
She's just a big pile of mashed
Oh,
potatoes.
sweet baby.
Show your face, potato.
A potato fluff.
Oh, potato. Is she purring on your lap?
She sure is. Eve, speak.
Oh,
A mashed
good
potato.
girl.
Speak, Eve.
Oh, potato face.
She is a potato face. Are you pushing buttons on my keyboard because you're so girthy? Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Are you a cat version of Brahm? Yeah. Good girl. Spit, they do have Vera.
Seems like it.
Not good. Can't wait to put all our pieces together, guys. Eve, look.
Oh man, we got some shit coming.
You guys are gonna get eaten by Dazik.
Nah, I got this.
Okay. Shoot
I
in the
got
face.
it.
You're real good
Yep.
at that.
I got some tricks up my sleeves. Now that I'm magic, you know.
You've always
You
been
are
magic.
literally the same as you've ever been. I don't.
Literally.
No, motherfucker, I got second level spells now.
Oh yeah, right. Some serious business right here.
Your build is all like your build. You kept saying your build would come online at level 5, so
Oh,
you
yeah.
did some fat damage to
My
Claudia. But
cantrips
Yeah,
do
you did.
2d10
You also shot a crocodile.
plus a d8.
Hey, I'm gonna fight as a crocodile. Nice.
that
Crocodile
would be
rock.
fun. How
I'm
many
gonna
times have
take
you
them
played
out
druids?
before they even get to us. Don't worry.
How many times
have you
do
played druids? Druid Simic.
my first one?
Seriously? Oh, that's
Yeah.
rad as hell. I've played like one
Everyone's
druid
first druid
ever
is
in she's like real low level in a like really slow campaign, and she's really really fun and really powerful and cool, but like I never get to play her.
Yeah, I've
Druid.
never got to play a druid before.
Druid was the first class I played,
Aww.
The first class I played was a paladin.
and I was a Vaishino, a lizard folk.
Oh, nice, nice.
So you're the one who's gonna kill Artie in the party.
Yeah, it's just me from another world.
First time no, that's not true. The first time I played a druid, I played it in Simic's short arc that he ran.
That was fun.
Yeah, I really liked Mildew.
Mildew was nice.
Mildew?
Yeah, she was a water genasi spore druid.
Oh, you were pretty on the nose at that time.
I
huh?
was.
That's really
She
funny.
was-
I
she was
I
really
think I told
gross.
you about I think I told you about my swamp genasi spore.
Yeah,
druid.
Circle
yeah,
spore?
they would have
Yeah.
been really good friends.
Yeah, Mildew was disgusting.
But a real cutie. Hold on, let me find that picture I drew of her.
Ah.
Oh, there. It's right there.
He was
This was
also
Mildew.
extremely, extremely dumb.
She was extremely dumb.
She had a ring of 3 wishes. Why don't you tell him
Oh.
what your character used all 3 wishes on?
The first wish, she wished she could read.
Didn't know how to read.
She
You
never learned
definitely
how to
learn
read.
how to read normally. Okay, let's hear number 2.
The second wish was for shiny things,
Just
and it
general shiny things?
generated a cavern of useless baubles, and she was thrilled.
Okay.
And the third wish was they were fighting Simic.
It was
What
a
was
giant
it?
fire monster thing.
It was a giant fire monster, and it was kicking her shit, so she wished fire wouldn't hurt anymore.
She just got fire immunity immediately.
No,
Sort
Simic
of.
just honestly, I was on team turn Mildew from a water genasi to a fire genasi, but Simic decided that she would, when she was hit with fire damage, it wouldn't hurt her, but the effects of which would happen to a random person somewhere in the universe.
Oh,
That's
no.
pretty good. That's actually really good. I like that a lot.
That's very genius.
So fire didn't
Yeah.
affect her anymore, but if she took it, like
Somebody died.
Yeah.
Jebediah in Ohio just got obliterated.
And
by,
why,
like, a
why you gotta be
fireball.
Ohio?
That's
I don't know,
amazing.
because you're from Ohio.
You know there was another train derailment in
Is
Springfield
great.
a couple days ago?
Shocking, nobody. It's in
Yeah,
Ohio.
yep.
Ah.
I read about that.
There was
Ohio's
one in
fine
Texas,
and definitely not on
too.
fire.
Get off. Can you?
There was one in
Fine to
Texas
live in
and in
Ohio.
Colorado as well.
And Mississippi.
Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, but fun fact, did you know there's over 1,100 train derailments a year?
Yeah, but most of the time
Oh,
they
I
don't
didn't know
light
that.
up chemicals on fire and blow
Yeah.
them up.
Only 10. The average chemical leak is 10 to 15 per 1,000.
Yep. Still not good.
Mm-mm.
Oh, is this mildew?
Yeah, that's mildew.
Okay. What about what I expect?
She was hitting on the fire genasi in the party. It's funny. Nobody communicated what characters they were going to play, but we had a fire genasi, earth genasi, and water genasi all in the same
hilarious.
party.
It's really cool.
Oh, man. Pretty great.
I fucking loved that Fire Genasi, dude.
Oh, Cole was such a badass.
Fire Genasi monk. Way of the Elements.
Oh, heck yeah.
Ooh.
she was cool. What I liked about her was when you make a genasi, you know, they have elements of whatever element that they are. And Cole was if like you had maxed the slider toward elemental. So she like looked like fire all the time. It was
That's pretty dope.
people were afraid
Does
of
she
her
have-
because she thought she was a fire elemental.
Did she have like flaming hair like Hades in Hercules?
It wasn't dumb blue like Hades was, but it did
Literally
look like it
fire?
was shifting color that she pulled back into a ponytail.
That's super cool.
Yeah, that's rad. And she now has a monastery in my world.
Nice.
That she do. All right.
It's a dope ass name for a monastery too.
What is it? You can't just say it's a dope name and then not say the name.
I mean, it could, but no, it's
Oh,
the
Pride
Burning
Dojo.
Gardens.
The what?
The Burning Gardens.
Oh, you're talking about Cole?
Ooh.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Cole was
Hi,
pretty
Seth.
cool.
Meow.
Meow.
She's here. Merp.
I got the plans. I am as well gonna turn into a crocodile and swim away.
Good luck, Bellin.
Well, I've still got Shelby and then the person driving the boat.
I'm pretty sure
Oh, I
the one
forgot
driving
about
the
them.
boat is completely useless.
I think they're pretty drunk right now.
They sure are.
They did seem really disappointed there was no body.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine the life of this fucking hick out in the woods, and these random adventurers show up like, we're gonna go get a body. They're like, of course they're excited about it. This is something interesting, and then there's no body. They're like, oh, dang it.
Well, they're
Yeah.
gonna get to see us drop some bodies, so there's their excitement.
Or die.
Or
I
die.
could see that.
Or die.
Yeah.
Or I'll run away, because y'all ain't worth dying.
Good
Yeah.
to
I know
know.
you like that.
I might accidentally shoot a small
Actually, I
crocodile.
lied. Velen might be worth dying for.
Oh, that's
Depends.
sweet.
I don't
Puzzling.
No, it just depends on what my
She's
god says.
Been mostly an asshole to you.
Yeah.
Just depends on what my god says.
Some guys like that.
Link once if you're in danger.
Neo, are you injured right now?
No.
Okay, your token shows you are.
Bye.
I don't know. Update your
I
hit
don't know
points.
either. My hit points are maxed. I don't know. I'll redo it. Alright, well.
Oh, Echo, did I tell you?
Nope.
Oh,
I have
you.
decided to use your forged mine.
Oh.
Yeah.
I saw you're playing Monday, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Forged mine. So I might need a little breakdown on that. I read the whole thing, but
I'm looking forward to Monday. My friend is joining. She's new to D&D, and her current party is making her feel like a dumbass. So
Oh, that's
I wanted
rude.
her. Yeah, like she's trying to use speak with animals to get information, and the people she's playing with make her feel like it's a dumb idea and she's wasting time and all kinds of stuff.
that's like the whole spell.
Yeah, exactly. And
point of
there's
the
there's a whole bunch of other things. So I got her to join a one shot for Echo just so she can see what the game's like with people who know what they're doing and have experience
And give a
and
shit.
aren't pieces of shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds like her party's super mean. Like,
Yeah.
what the F?
Yeah.
Sif, what are the fuck? Stop it.
What are the fuck?
The fuck
She's
up are
like-
what?
She's like digging into the lid of the box.
She wants the secrets inside.
That garlic bread? What is that?
Pizza.
Oh.
There
I
are
see.
some garlic knots in there. I just ate one and garlic bombed myself to next Tuesday. Just like so much garlic, it's amazing.
Hell yeah. Garlic is the shit. I am gonna go finally have my tattoo work done next week. I'm excited.
Hey, Macarena. Hi.
I've had this tattoo on my back for almost a decade now, and I need to get it finished. I'm finally taking steps to that. I'm excited.
Ooh, a good old Sicilian slice.
Oh
She's
yeah,
thick.
that's some good cheese.
My
Look at that.
people's right there.
You're a pizza?
Yep.
Damn, bro.
I'm a pizza.
Okay.
When were you gonna tell us?
This is
Real
actually just a
human.
filter.
I was about to ask. Are you just using a filter?
This is filters.
Oh yeah, he can shift. He can shift into a human once
He's
a day.
also a
Yeah,
change.
these-
Oh,
These Discord filters, they're getting really good. I thought you were a salesman for a minute. You're a
retired.
pizza all along. Oh,
I'm
man.
a retired pepperoni pizza.
We're tired.
damn.
Just 2 pepperonis.
You should have seen
That's how
me
the
back
filter
in my
picks it
day.
up, you know?
It was full.
Oh, man.
That slice is as big as your head. Jesus.
It's from a restaurant near here called Donardi's, and they do really good pizza.
It looks
Stop watching
really
me
good.
eat, weirdo.
I have
Turn off your
everybody
camera,
on the
weirdo.
screen.
You really bother me when you take a bite and don't finish that bite, and then like re-bite that same bite.
Stop
Eat a
watching me
bite in your
eat.
pizza.
Yeah, that is pretty weird.
Eat
not
pizza
gonna lie.
however I want.
That is so
I
strange.
guess I should listen to the pizza about how to eat pizza properly.
Yeah.
Exactly. If anybody can tell you, it's the
Retired
pizza.
There you go. Commit
like-
to the bite.
He's dying.
Oh, poor Sal.
Hi.
No one make her laugh.
She's in the wrong place for that. Oh man. Oh, the cat. He's prowling.
Yeah.
Someone's prowling around here.
I think he's pooping.
Meow.
I hope not.
Sif is definitely not pooping in the box.
Okay.
She's
He just
actually a
likes to poop to
fairly...
prove you wrong.
She's just like trying to dig.
Yeah.
Like she thinks there's something underneath the lid that she wants to get to, but there's nothing there.
There
There's
might
like
be.
my work cell phone.
There, it's a box, so the cat must sit.
It's the beholder.
Maybe
Yep.
she's got
There
some
it is.
calls to make.
Friends beholder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She has some work calls and you're being inconsiderate.
Yeah.
Oh, now she's settling down.
I know I broke it.
Oh.
Put it back together.
Little kitty.
Cute.
She's very cute
If
when
I
she's,
fits, I sits.
not being a pest.
I have a question for you guys. I've been considering it. Right now I have 2 From Nothings that are typically scheduled for Fridays, but it wouldn't be hard to run them on Saturday. I was thinking about running a smaller campaign on Fridays as well as Wednesday. This would not be the sort of campaign as this is. This would be similar to what my Sunday campaign was. A Merigard campaign, where everyone are mercenaries working out of the Merigard.
How much of my money do you fucking want? Because I'm gonna sign up.
You
I'm
don't...
about
What?
it.
What time on Fridays?
I don't know. I have to think about it. I have to think about the availability of players.
I got home at 1,
Yeah.
so after that,
I won't
please.
be able to play. So
I will inquire to see if my girlfriend will leave me if I join another campaign.
Jesus Christ, don't...
Just ask her to play with you.
I'm just thinking about it, so I haven't like committed to
Dude,
doing
couples
this or
that
not.
play D&D together are strong.
She's not into it.
oh,
She's
sad.
incorrect.
Yeah. Oh, I'm
People
with you on
have
that.
Sometimes,
people have their
sometimes they're not
preferences.
into it.
Some preferences are
Sometimes they're not
wrong.
into it.
Okay,
Damn.
but you can't force someone to play D&D.
No.
I have tried to
gotta-
do this.
Me
You gotta
too.
be into it.
I'm mostly here. I'm just seeing what the general response is to a Friday campaign.
Yes, damn you.
I know you say yes, Pen. You sign up for everything I run.
I would sign up, but I work Fridays.
Okay.
Quit your job.
I will inquire. Let me
Solution
know further.
found.
Okay.
If I could,
Think
if
about
I
it.
quit my job, Ben, how could I afford to play D&D?
This would probably be a
Jesus
shorter
Christ.
game. It would probably
You
be
could
like
start turning tricks on the quarter.
it would probably be like 10 sessions. It wouldn't be a full campaign like this is.
But what if it grew into something more?
That's a good selling point for me.
No.
What if
Hey,
it
it's
grew
only-
into
it's
something?
Yeah, that is a
more?
better selling
Only
point.
10 weeks.
It wouldn't. It also. It likely wouldn't be every
That's
week.
only a fifth of a year. I need the whole
It
year.
would likely be every other week.
Oh, that's good
That's even
too.
bigger selling
That
What?
thing
Okay.
You
Okay,
just-
okay.
All you're doing is making me sad.
I'm.
Question 3.
Uh-huh.
Is it a starting at level 1 campaign?
No.
Ooh.
You guys, it would be a full contracting team that's trying to accomplish a goal. So I'd probably be starting at level 5.
Bruh.
Ooh.
I can hear
Yep.
the audience salivating.
Yeah,
That does
I'm
sound
about
better.
it. I'm
Yeah.
about it.
This is what real talk dirty to me sounds like,
I'm not trying to.
but it's working.
Every word
I'm
that leaves your mouth
uncomfortable.
adds another tear to my face.
Oh, sorry.
I considered running another run through of the Dark Side of Silver's Reach, the evil campaign that I'd run before.
That was
Um,
fun.
I'm glad you
Really
enjoyed
wanna
it.
Really want to play a necromancer.
You should. I actually would recommend running the Dark Side again. That was a really good game.
I'll consider it. But I uploaded this campaign idea to start playing forever ago, and I just haven't really had an opportunity to actually run it. But if I have the players for it, and the time makes sense for it to be a bi-weekly, I might. So it seems
And
like the general
Those
response
3
from
answers
you
are
guys,
tempting.
yeah, the general response from you guys is hard yes. So I'm gonna see.
I already know what I'm gonna do.
Friday's a little rough.
I know yours
but
is rough. Yeah, you've bowling.
forever.
That's why she left our last Friday game.
It is. Yeah.
I had to. My bowling started, and it's. I haven't actually done it in weeks because I've been hacking up pieces of lung. Yeah, which is not a great way to bowl.
Generally not where
I
they're
was-
supposed to be, no.
I was very sad when you left because my player conflict left with it too.
Yeah, sorry. I really liked that character. She was kind of terrible. In a different way that I usually play terrible people.
Yeah, she was great. I enjoyed it.
But one day I'll figure out something to do with her. Anyway,
Is everybody back? We want to get back
Yeah.
into it.
Yes.
Okay.
You should play a grung. Elfra.
I should play a what?
A
Grung,
grung.
the frog people.
Oh, a
Yeah.
frog?
Yeah.
Yes.
Grung.
17
The
grungs.
grung.
Nice though. She's a frog in real life. Like
Yeah. It's
maybe-
I want to fantasize.
But you can be a poisonous frog that kills people.
What makes you think I'm not?
At least one of the 17 frogs is poisonous.
Yeah,
for
the
sure.
name Hellfrog has to mean something.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
There's no
100%.
Right.
reason that all the frogs have to be
Actually-
the same species.
I'm not poisonous. I'm venomous.
Ooh.
So you bite?
Oh.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
she doesn't kill you if you eat her. She kills you
Are
if she
there
bites
venomous
you.
frogs? They don't
I
have
would
teeth.
like to see
Or
the
venomous
LSD frog. Alright, do you have a psychedelic frog in there?
I don't know anything about frogs.
I'm sure all 17 frogs are a different subspecies of frog, just to keep the variety.
I suspect they enjoy being wet.
I hate that you said that with your mouth.
True
I
though.
could have said it with my eyes.
I think that would have been worse. Yeah, definitely worse. Definitely worse. Ugh.
Anyway, as we resume, we go to Team Boat.
Boats and hoes.
As you have been warned as to danger by Warner. And as the raft is slowly moving upstream, heading in the northerly direction on this map.
oh.
Neo. Oh, you're on the wrong side of the boat. You're behind it, not ahead of it.
See anything?
That's because you're not here. I
Neo
will
directly-
place your tokens just so you're not looking at darkness. Hold on.
Oh, this is pretty cool.
Thanks.
Come on, Echo. You don't have a crocodile token ready for your druid?
A
God.
croakin?
You want to know what the crocodile token looks like? It looks like this.
It's dumb. I know what it looks like. I was just giving you a hard time.
Get off my back.
That looks like Godzilla.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I was playing. You did the same thing to me in that little one shot with Cole.
Oh my god, the little Hickdorf is very attractive. Do you have any unattractive characters on here?
Hickdorf is attractive.
Short answer?
Not
No.
dwarf, she's
Not
a-
really.
That's amazing.
She's
Oh
a
my
half.
god.
Where's
I wish-
Tess? There you are.
I wish I
Oh
would've-
my god, she
I
is
was,
cute. Look at her little face.
I was thinking of some like hillbilly inbred.
Like one tooth
I would've-
sticking out.
She's gonna
eyes
smile and
drooping.
you're gonna see that there's only like 3 teeth, and it's
She's-
West
I might have-
Virginia.
I never said she was ugly. I just said that she was a halfling drunk person.
Yeah,
That's very
a
true,
hick
but
boat
Hicks
person.
really
Swamp
really
people.
don't.
Swamp people are never attractive.
Look,
Okay,
there's
I
no
live in
meth
Florida.
in Amaranth, so
There is no meth in
Amaret?
Amaranth.
so they're much likely
No,
to
there's
have teeth.
impact.
Well, Artie, you have your next project.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Meth.
The
What have I
adverse
done?
health effects that are caused by things like impact do not deteriorate your skin. They just make you go insane.
Artie would for sure make LSD,
I'm
amaranthine
gonna be the
LSD.
Heisenberg of Amaranth.
Look, just because
They
like
call me Gutter Snipe.
the average person is more attractive in Amaranth doesn't mean that I have to have ugly NPCs. I don't need to. I don't give a shit. Anyway, it's at this moment that you've been alerted. I need everybody to make me another perception check.
Pray to God.
Can I do something?
You maybe. I don't know. What are you trying to do?
Oh, there's
18.
2 things that we're gonna do. I got an 18 as well. I was gonna take out a coin and do magical tinkering to make it 5 feet of dim light and then 5 feet of bright light and throw it in the direction of the things I seen.
Okay. I believe that's an action.
Yes, it would be.
So I'll let you say that you create the light on it.
Okay. And I have it in my hand.
Yeah.
Do my little scanner on it.
All right. You have created that in those perception checks. Let's see here. The best of you are 18s from Neo and Artie. Neo, you're in the water, so unfortunately, you don't really see what I'm about to describe.
I'm a crocodile. Aren't the
Yeah,
eyes on the top
you're-
of my head?
Are you out of the water or are you in the water?
No,
like
I guess
is-
I'm in the water. That's fair. That's fair. So I
Like-
don't see. Go ahead. I'm
Okay.
just looking in the water. Go ahead.
Yes, you can see really well, but the water still makes it hard to see everything up on the sides of the river. Artie, as you hear that you're in danger, you create this light in your hands, and you're looking to the left in the direction of where that movement was on the trees on the riverbank, and you see hanging off the side of the tree, peering towards you all, is a small, by comparison, green dragon.
Oh shit.
Oh.
And I need initiative to be rolled, please.
Okay, fuck this coin.
Shit.
And I'm ready for this dragon.
I thought
Holy
you
shit!
might be.
Artie wanted to fight that dragon.
I did.
I don't. Okay.
I did. Don't worry, we got boat heck person. That's probably like a way of the drunken master monk.
Spoiler alert, she's not.
You should. Can you
Probably
subtract
working for the
3
dragon.
from my
Yes.
initiative?
He's too hot to fight.
Thank you.
I'll protect you.
Because I have to use the crocodile stats.
Get out right.
As the dragon realizes it's been spotted, its surprise has been foiled. All of you hear this. Doesn't seem to speak a language as it yowls towards you all, and it's going to surge off the tree. You see it load its hind legs, getting ready to jump. Artie, it's your turn.
First thing I don't care about the coin anymore. It's a dragon.
Okay.
First thing I'm gonna do, bonus action. I'm gonna pop out my protector cannon. So you see the little orb roll out from the sack and just stays like crawling on me, and little legs come out and it emits a green beam. And I am going to give us 8 temp hit points to anybody within 10 feet of me.
That's pretty much
Sorry.
everybody.
Doesn't Neo get?
Neo does not get it, I'm afraid. He's off the
Okay.
boat.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
Okay.
Shelby gets 10,
Yes.
and
8.
Hammerling gets 10. 8. 8.
Yep.
Okay. That will certainly
And-
help.
I'm gonna do something a little unorthodox out of pure excitement.
I don't believe you. That's crazy.
I'm not going to fire right away. I'm going to hold an Eldritch Blast
Now he holds.
until it makes a move at us.
All right.
Wasn't it already launching at us?
Yep.
Did it? So, oh, it started. Oh, I'm shooting that blast. Pew,
Okay.
Pew. Pew, pew.
I described its loading. It's like it's leaping.
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Okay, okay, cool. Yeah, blast. Pew, pew. Natural 20.
Fuck him up.
All right.
He hates reptiles, apparently.
So it kind of sucks that I picked Eldritch Blast because I only get the first one on natural 20, but that'll be 10 plus 5. Oh, I'm sorry. I have the thing, so I get a plus D8. So it's going to be 18 plus 5 plus 8.
Go.
So that is 18 plus 8. That's 20. 31 points of damage on my first Eldritch Blast. Okay.
Okay.
The second Eldritch Blast is going to be a 12.
A 12 does
I
not
am-
hit.
I'll take it, you know?
31 points of damage on your first hit to this green dragon. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
No, and I'm gonna fucking stand up proud right here because I felt good about that one. I'm gonna like kind of stand up on with my foot on the edge. A little too cocky, overzealous.
Okay, yeah. Velen, it's your turn.
3 feet of feeling yourself.
I'm feeling like a 4-foot man.
Okay.
You watch as this Eldritch Blast that surges toward this green dragon. The green dragon lets out this horrendous yowl as it surges off the tree. Just this... And as it begins to jump, the Eldritch Blast slams into the center of its chest, crushing the ribs inward, and the dragon just... As it's suddenly... All of its momentum is gone. It's like recoiling from the blow it just took. What do you do?
I am going to... Is it still flying?
It's in the process of leaping off the tree. It's resetting itself after taking such a grievous blow.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna shoot it with my crossbow.
Okay, roll an attack.
I just have to find my new crossbow in here. I think I didn't fucking add it, 'cause I'm a fool.
It's a d20 plus your dex, plus proficiency.
Yeah.
So just roll a d20 and we'll add that. A 17 hits. Roll me a d8 plus your dex modifier. Six points of damage. Velen, how do you want to do this?
Wow.
It had 37
First
hit
dragon.
points.
First dragon kill, guys.
It was a worm.
We
Velen's
weren't
just
even there
like-
for it.
She saw the Eldritch Blast go through, and she sees this thing just kind of like writhing and flapping as it's trying to launch itself off the tree, and she just goes, "Oh, not today!" And she just fires off the crossbow bolt and hits it in the throat.
As this green wormling is trying to get itself off the tree to fly towards you, or maybe away, you're not sure. As the bolt
Guy.
just, the dragon just falls onto the ground. There's a reason I turned off the fight music. It had 37 hit points. You killed it in 2
Poor
hits.
baby. Poor monsters.
Yeah, I don't.
As
I
that
don't-
happens and combat ends,
Yeah.
the
Hell of a
driver
hit, Artie.
looks back and says, "I'll say."
I blow into my gun and I holster it and I look at the driver and just give her a little head nod.
Okay.
Now, any chance we want to pull over? Because I could definitely get some useful things out of that.
I could use the brake. And she
Yeah.
pushes the boat over to the
I'll flicker
side.
a gold. I'll
Hits her
thumb
in
her a
the
gold
eye.
over.
Yeah, just. Ah!
Jesus Christ.
I pulled it over. And she like is looking for the coin on the deck. Okay. Your critical hit trivialized this dragon's ambush. Well done. Go ahead and you see there is a dead green wormling on the
Okay.
ground.
Don't know
Buddy.
what I would want from it.
Just put it on the stretcher.
Neo will turn back into Neo.
It's a good wild shape.
Sorry, man.
That's fine.
That's how the dice go sometimes.
Sure is.
The encounter that was supposed to be fairly dangerous is a joke. I mean, maybe if it had gotten its breath weapon off.
Yeah, that could have been rough. We're in a boat.
Yeah. Neo would have been fine. He was in the water.
Probably. You still would have had to save, but it is what it is. As
Yeah.
you approach, the boat has been moored on the side of the river. I'll actually tuck it over. What do you want to harvest from a green wormling?
Neo is going to. I want some of his scales.
Yeah, I could definitely hook you up with that.
Do I know anything about because I know a little bit about wyverns. Is it wyvern
No.
or is it a
It's a
worm?
baby
Wormling, it's a
dragon.
baby
it's a wormling.
Yeah. Okay.
My mama's gonna be pissed.
I would like to harvest wherever it shoots fire from. So like if there's like land in it, can the neck?
Okay.
Do I
It's
know anything
like green,
about that?
so it's gonna be. I mean, you're
It
talking about.
breathes poison.
Yeah.
It is a
uh,
baby. Why don't you go ahead and roll me a nature check?
Still in
Yes,
diapers, Artie, you fucking monster.
I can do that.
It just shits wherever it goes. There's no
17.
diapers. With a 17, you do know that a green dragon has a Draconis fundamentum within it that is the source of its breath weapon. You're not really sure where it is, but you do know that it's in there somewhere, and the pipes have to connect at some point.
Start digging.
Before he starts digging in it, he'll go, I have a lot of experience taking things apart. Animals.
Okay, would you like to assist me while I dig in?
If that's what you want.
This is going to be a survival check.
Yes.
Now, you do also
I have a good
know,
survival.
as it's a baby dragon, a wormling, most of its parts are not matured enough to be of truly potent value. They have some real quality and for magical recipes and the like, but its teeth, its scales, they're too young, they're too soft to be of defensive and offensive value.
Okay.
He still wants the scales.
Sure, by all means. Harvesting scales is a DC 12 survival check. It's not hard. Harvesting the delicate innards is a DC 20.
Can I? Okay. So like I'm assuming since I know it's young, its breath pouch, I guess. Wouldn't be too
Draconis
effective.
fundamentum.
Draconis
pouch.
fundamentum. Yeah, that.
Yeah, I need you to say that 3 times fast.
Draconis fundamentum. Am
there
I
you
casting
go.
a spell?
No,
Draconis.
that's the name of the organ.
Okay.
You know that it's weak. You know that it is a source of pure magical energy, but it's not a very strong one. You know that as an artificer, you could use it to make magical items, or at least a magical item, but it likely wouldn't be as potent as if this was a young adult or an adult green dragon.
Okay. It's a start.
It is a start, yeah.
I
You
think I could
think you could probably make the
blood.
equivalent of like a +1 weapon with it.
Okay, cool. I'm cool with that. I'm gonna go for it.
Okay.
Do you want to cut, or do you want me to cut? Mechanically,
No,
I have
I'm
a
just
plus
gonna
8.
let you. I'm just gonna let you know. I live for this shit, right? Okay. This is like what I do. It gets me going in the morning. That being said,
I almost killed your alligator, and I'm gonna use my one-time guidance on him and assist him as well.
Okay.
Is that character growth?
I think it is. Roll me either a medicine or a survival check with advantage with guidance. Neo.
They're the same. So we'll just.
It does matter which one you choose, so I'd like you to tell me which one you're using.
Oh. We'll do medicine.
Okay.
Good choice.
The DC's a little lower.
27 plus a d4.
You get it. You have
I still.
Go ahead and roll it. Yep.
31.
For a medicine check, the DC was 18.
Okay.
You successfully harvest a perfect Wormling's green Draconis Fundamentum. It leaks this poisonous vapor. As you're holding it, it's this strange pouch with an inlet and an outlet, and as it's heavy. It's much heavier than you thought it would be. It's about the size of a football, and this green vapor seems to sift out of it every jostle, as if you're holding a fog machine of green air. And you can feel your fingertips almost burning from the pure volatile toxins that are just leaking out of this object.
I'll turn to Artie and hold it out. Be careful. Burning my hands. And I'll hand it to him.
Roughly how big is it?
Size of a football.
Size of a football. I'm...
Big as Artie's head.
Okay.
A North American football, not a soccer.
Yeah. Okay. I am going to take out from a bag of holding the box that was holding my small box of garbage. I'm going to take a metal plate, and I'm going to kind of put the plate over there. I'm going to put like a metal plate on top, and I'm going to tie it up.
As soon as you set the plate on top, you hear this horrible... as green vapor is squeezed out of the fundamentum.
Okay, I'm gonna take the top plate off and put a little piece of metal as like a buffer, so it's not putting pressure on it on both sides, and kind of like jack it up.
Sure.
And then I'm gonna tie it, and I'm quickly throwing it in the bag of holding.
All right, you do that. You have harvested a Draconis Fundamentum from a Wormling.
Thank you.
Next time you open your bag of holding, you're just gonna get a face full.
You're just,
You just gas
there's gonna be a saving throw at some point here, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's fine. I assume so.
And I'm also gonna take one tooth and one scale from the thing.
Roll survival.
Yes.
Well, a scale from the thing is like the size of your thumbnail.
Yep. Just one scale, one tooth.
Okay. Yeah, rolling survival. You still have no, you don't.
22.
I don't know if... Okay, no worries. You get them. DC was 12 to get the scale and 15 to get the tooth. With that roll, you harvest both with no issue.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Is there anything else you guys want to harvest from the Wormling?
I'm gonna take a vial of its blood.
As he's doing that, I'm going to dig a massive hole.
With your hands?
Yes.
All right. So 20 minutes later.
Yep. Perfectly fine. It's going to be big enough for the dragon to fit in.
I figured as much. I didn't think you were just landscaping.
Gonna put Artie in it.
You gather as much blood as you want. It was a clean kill. The only puncture wound was a bolt to the neck. It is easy enough to harvest blood.
Okay. Thank you.
So how many vials do you have?
I have lots of vials. I have so many vials and bottles. I'm only gonna take 2 vials worth.
Okay. Noted. Make sure you write this down.
Oh, I am.
Velen, are you doing anything while this is happening?
You were muted.
I was muted, but I don't think Velen is really doing anything while this. She's watching. She is not really. She's got very little useful to add to the process of dragon butchery. When Neo starts digging the hole, she kind of.
You hear in your mind, "Ah, yes, here stands Velen, the fearsome wormling slayer. All will fear her." It had barely gotten off the tree, honestly.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Could put it on my business card, a little pest control, a specialty.
I'd like one.
All right, the next time I make a business card, I'll make sure to sacrifice one the nearest altar to you.
Yes, that would be perfect for your first ever offering.
That would be my first ever offering, wouldn't it?
Don't think I haven't noticed. As you bury the body of the wormling, it seems like business has been taken care of. You've harvested a bit out of the wormling. You safely can get back on the boat.
Before we do that,
okay.
I'm gonna say to Neil. So, just curious, what's so different about this wormling than the crocodile or the alligator I shot? Both can kill me pretty easily.
One has the intention of harm, while the other has the intention of survival.
I think that alligator just wanted to eat me.
That's survival.
I think that's what he said.
Yeah, but I think the wormling probably wanted to eat me too, so I don't
For
really
a
see the
whole
difference.
different reason. For sport and not food.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
To be fair, you did give the crocodile food and then shoot it in the face, so...
It's kind of simultaneous, you know.
Well, the
Was starting
crocodile...
to like you. Every time you talk, it starts to reverse itself.
You're not the
I mean, I
first
think
person to tell me that.
the principal difference between killing a baby dragon and killing a crocodile is that the baby dragon will grow into something malevolent, and the crocodile is just doing its thing.
Yeah, to me, I'm still an appetizer to both.
You could be an appetizer to anyone.
I could
You're a little
literally eat you.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I could also eat him,
point my
but you
gun at
don't
Neo.
see, like, snapping my teeth or whatever. Anybody could eat anybody. That's not an argument.
How do we get to cannibalism?
I don't know.
Is it cannibalism if I turn into an animal?
But you have to live with the knowledge that you ate a person.
I feel like it would at least give you indigestion.
Look, sometimes
I'm not gonna do
this...
it. It was just a question.
Dude, I get it. Sometimes I'm this weird jackal thing that can also eat people, but I don't.
But is it cannibalism if you do?
I think the line's kind of gray there.
I think you're right.
So this is my take on it, right? If you transform back and you still have me inside your body, then it becomes cannibalism. But if you fully digest before you turn back, then nah, it's just nature.
This is more than I want to think about it.
I'm getting a little nauseated.
And maybe I do like you. We'll see. And I'll hop on the boat.
Yeah, you already are a little shit. I don't know if we need to make that literal.
That was a good one.
Thank you.
I wish I could give you an inspiration. That was good.
So, as you all get back aboard the raft and the dead wormling is taken care of and buried, so let me get rid of the token. You all continue.
Do we know? I have a question.
Sure.
Can I do like an arcana? Do I know anything about, say, the clutch size of a green dragon and how many wormlings would hatch? And...
Is this a thing Velen would have likely studied?
No, never mind.
Can't she find it in her book?
I don't think my shapeshifter book is going to tell me much about dragons.
I thought, is it just shapeshifters? I thought it was like creatures.
Series of the beings of blood. It's about.
Oh, okay.
It's
you can roll
dragons can shapeshift. So maybe.
You are really drawing a thin line here.
I mean, yeah, I thought I'd try, you know.
It was cute. With a 20, you don't know anything about the clutch size of green dragons.
That's fair.
You assume it's somewhere between 1 and 10. Like a dog.
Do I know anything about like the age of the age of that wormling from how old?
From how small it was, probably 10 years, 15 years.
Okay.
Pretty darn young.
Yeah.
I just realized I fucked up.
Meemaw's
Never-
probably around not far.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna be able to befriend that green dragon now that I killed its baby. Well, I didn't kill its baby.
You weren't
did.
you weren't gonna you're not gonna make friends with a dragon.
Was
anyway.
that your plan?
You don't know that. You don't.
You
I
wanted to
didn't kill
befriend a green dragon?
Yeah.
They don't make friends.
You, not always. It's not common. But
No,
it's
they
never
don't.
They make- they make-
0%.
They make
dupes.
puppets.
Yeah.
Okay.
They trick people.
You have never sat at a negotiation table with me, first off. If I have something to bring, then there's terms. And
I've
there's
run from a
more-
green dragon before.
Okay. Did you have anything to offer?
Not that I was willing to part with.
Exactly. I'm
Oh my
willing to
goodness.
part.
But if it wants to eat you,
I'm barely even a nugget tit. I got my plans. Don't worry.
Artie?
I didn't
Artie.
I
have
didn't
a
kill
lot
it.
of
I
worries.
can honestly say that I have never killed its baby, so we're good. So,
Artie?
you also didn't butcher it either. That was
wink,
me.
wink.
Oh
Yep.
my god.
Mhm.
Okay.
I didn't do nothing. Hands are free.
I have
Lilith,
regret.
preserve us.
Just remember this.
Hey, driver, can we get moving? And the the boat driver says, "Yeah, sorry, I'm just getting a smoke." And the
Developing
boat
a new ambition
begins to
here
push
to
off
try to
of
save Artie from himself.
the coast.
Good luck.
All right.
To
Very
watch
hard,
Artie
very
self-destruct.
difficult.
Anyway, as the boat begins to make its way up the river, we jump back to Team No Boat because
No
we spent
boat.
a whole lot of time
Yeah, sorry about
dealing with this really trivialized encounter. All right.
Okay.
As you guys, it is now night in the Goldwood, and
always
you are
the best
making
time
your
to
way
go in the
back. We're already in it, so it wasn't really by choice. I need a survival check from you, Gideon.
Oh,
Can
I can do
help
that.
him as I learn more about survival skills?
Roll me a survival, Claudia, and if you roll above a 10, you grant advantage to Gideon.
I'll take it.
that. Get that double
Yeah.
advantage.
I'm learning lots from Papa right now.
Gideon, you have advantage on survival. Go ahead and
I
roll
want to
it.
make my dad proud.
Thank you, Claudia. I already had advantage on
Adorable.
survival, but now I got double advantage.
You have advantage plus 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
+2. Thank you, Claudia.
You're welcome, Dad.
21.
With a 21, Gideon, and with Claudia's excellent sense of smell, it is easy enough to find your way back in the right direction toward Endsmeet. So much so that with a 21 and Claudia's help, that you do find another Moon Clan gateway.
Ooh. Okay.
The DC was
Smells
20,
like moon.
so you do find one.
Oh, hell yeah. Good job, Claudia.
Thanks.
Help me remember where we found this. We can get back to it later.
Okay, I'll try to commit it to memory.
I'll mark it on our map. Right? We still have a map?
Yeah, I already made it for you.
Already took a
Yes.
picture.
Oh, thanks, Artie.
Possible to have Tess use the sending stone like before we kind
Oh,
of
that's right. Tess wanted to.
to let them know that, kind of let people know back at home base, give them a heads up.
What do you say them? Because you said you were going to write it down to figure out what you were going to say.
I did, in fact, write it down. It is under the minimum. She pulls up the sending stone to Soullight, and she says, Tess here. Fear is missing, and Rainer's people plan to attack the Shine Haven as soon as possible. Maybe tonight. Be on guard. We're coming.
You hear in response, terrible news. I'll make sure the Ends Watch is ready. Return safely. I'll reach out to the other group. That's what you hear.
Communication is established.
Velen, you suddenly hear. No, not you. Why the fuck would it be you?
Exactly.
Thought they'd want to talk to the leader, you know?
They are. Soullight messages you, Velen. You hear trouble brewing. Shinehaven may be under danger. Return back quick as possible. Be safe.
Belen will answer, on our way back now. Jericho's body is missing. made contact with Vera's people.
Okay, there is no responding message.
Sure, I was just passing on as much as I could.
Quite
with the-
succinct.
Yeah.
Right. Do you use the Moon Clan Gateway?
It
Yeah.
gets us back there faster, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Okay.
lets us travel
We're friends of the Moon Clan.
So you say that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All
We
right.
all hold hands or something? What was happening?
Sing a tune.
You gotta
Uh,
skip.
as you say, friends of the Moon Clan, and you travel through the gateway, miles and miles of Goldwood rush past you with no perception of it happening. It's as if you've moved between a few trees, and Gideon, with your apt sense of survival, you realize you must have traveled maybe 8 miles in the matter of a couple moments.
Very cool.
I think we just walked about 8 miles in a couple of minutes.
That's amazing.
Good magic.
Yeah.
It's
We gotta get our.
from here. It's only a 30-minute, maybe even not even that, walk to the edge of Endsmeet.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, let's go.
The watch.
As the three of you make your way toward Endsmeet and the Ends Watch, you have avoided any chance of encounter by using the gateway.
Hey.
The town of Endsmeet comes into view. You are home. Or at least, you are in Endsmeet, if you consider this your home. As you have arrived on the edge of the town, let me go ahead and put your tokens where you actually are. Claudia.
Yeah?
You notice the glass shard in your pocket is much smaller than it was when you put it in there.
Right.
It is in fact tiny, and its edges are smoothed over as if ocean glass.
Is it vibrating still?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna say a thing.
All right.
Because everybody else in the group said it was a bad idea to bring it.
They did. All right. You are back at Endsmeet. What do the three of you do?
We should go straight to the watch. Tell them everything we know.
Yeah.
Bear's missing. Probably in Raynor's hands. That's not good.
Yeah.
We go to the watch.
Okay. I pull you all over to the Ends Watch. It is night. Salite is sitting by lantern light at the table out in front of the Ends Watch. And as you all are approaching, she stands and she says, "Ah, you're all back. Good. Tell me you have good news?"
Well, I mean, yeah, in a way. Not in other ways. We ran into one of Vera's people, told us that Raynor and the pulling, he makes like finger quotes, were planning to attack the Shine Haven, but Vera had stopped them and she's been missing for a day or so.
This morning.
Yeah. We found we found one of their encampments and there were these strange glass golems there guarding it. But we were able to take them out, and...
Were they a real threat, or were they a simple? How
No.
dangerous were they?
In numbers, they would be dangerous.
pretty
To
dangerous. I
untrained
think...
people, for sure, they'd be dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think...
For us, they were okay, but we also knew
Children, civilians
Or
probably would have
children, civilians, very dangerous.
Okay. Good to know.
Cassandra, the bear, told us that it was a recruit from Raynor or some sort of implement that he could do,
That's news to me.
right? I knew he could bring people from the Fae. Where
beasts, but these weren't people.
Yeah, they must have been getting numbers from somewhere. Maybe this is how.
Okay, fantastic. All right. What else, if anything?
It seems like Raynor wants to destroy the Shine Haven just so there's nowhere for any of the Shine to hide. And he can do this compulsion or whatever it is.
His recruiting.
Yeah,
That was
but
a
I
good-
don't think it's willing recruiting.
No, I don't
No.
either.
Do we know if
That
he
was-
actually knows where the Shine Haven is?
We don't know.
Cassandra didn't say.
Well, we do know that that was the source of their argument. That's what caused the split. Apparently, Raynor and Vera had fundamental differences about what should be done about the Shine Haven.
And this Cassandra person we met said she had one of my nieces with her. But just one.
Where's the other? You said there were two.
He just shakes his head.
I'm sorry to hear that, Gideon.
Thank you.
Don't give up, though. Goldwood is a big place.
Yeah, no ma'am, I haven't.
I suppose if anyone was to have them in the random woods, it would be better to be Vera's people than Raynor's.
Yeah, it seems like they have some enchantments keeping them. She said there were other children, but that they should be safe as long as no one knows where they are.
That does explain why our scouts have had such a hard time in certain areas of the Goldwood.
Yeah, there's some confounding enchantments out there.
Were you brought to harm by these enchantments?
No, they just seem to confuse us, make us lose some time.
Okay. Well, that's less nefarious than one might have expected.
Could
What?
be worse.
I did receive word from the other half of your
I was
party.
gonna ask, are they okay?
They're fine.
They sent
They-
the ring to us.
They didn't mention anything about the ring. I received a short message in return when I told them what you sent me. Claudia.
Yeah?
They could not find your brother's body. I'm sorry.
She doesn't say anything and she just nods with a scrunched face.
Tess puts a hand on her shoulder.
They also had contact with Vera's people. They did not elaborate, but considering the fact that they seemed fine, I assumed it didn't go poorly. They are on their way back as we speak. They were not nearly as quick as you were.
Yeah, it turns out those enchantments can kind of work the other way too, if you know the trick of them.
So you know the trick of them?
I don't think you should say anything, Gideon. Cassandra trusted us.
Ah. So she gave you the trick of them. All
Yeah.
right. I won't ask you to break your word, but it is a
I
little
appreciate
concerning. I'm glad that she entrusted you with a secret. I hope that if it comes to pass that it might be of danger to us, that then you will maybe let us in on the secret, but if not, I understand.
Probably best to keep it close for now. It's an uneasy alliance.
We have...
it-
Yes?
If it comes to dire circumstances, it might be different, but you know, my niece is with them, so.
Right, of course. I would not do anything to put them in danger. Especially now that we know that they are relatively safe. You said that they were being cared for?
Yeah, she said the kids with her were safe. I believed her.
Well, that's what I was going to ask, was if you believed what she was saying. Old Knuckle is watching over the Shinehaven, along with a few volunteers. They are doing so in a way that it is not obvious they are watching the Shinehaven. If there is a spy in our midst, I believe we'll be able to suss them out before it is too late.
No.
As I've reviewed my notes from our previous discussions and what my scouts have said, I do not believe there is a way for the Moon Clan or Raynor's individuals to know truly where the Shinehaven is without it being leaked by myself, Shelby, or Old Knuckle. They are the only ones to truly know the location of Shinehaven. So,
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Unless something truly terrible has happened, I believe Shinehaven is safe, but Endsmeet is not. So, I've instructed the mayor to ensure that all citizens remain inside, especially at night. The city is basically on lockdown, as it is. So, when you're finished here, I strongly recommend you return to the lodge, where I'm sure both Liam and Drenyer will be happy to see you. They have been instructed to allow you to sleep indoors. No one needs to be surprised tonight.
Smart. Thanks.
At this moment, we're going to jump back to Team Boat, as you are no longer Team Boat, as you arrive at the docks, and you...
Team formerly known as Boat.
Team formerly known as Boat. You are now in the Goldwood, only maybe a short distance from Endsmeet itself. Or at least, that's what it was when you first ventured out toward the Hammerling docks. So, roll me a survival.
You want me to do it, Neo? I don't hear any objections. Alright, guys. I got it.
Simic, are you here?
Huh!
Oh, you scared me, dude. We're
I
sick.
got this, guys. Just follow me.
Sorry about that. What? I had some.
I'm leading the way.
Artie
Oh.
has rolled a 20 on survival.
Okay.
Could have been
As you
worse.
have returned to the Hammerling docks. As you're leaving, Artie, the driver of the boat, kind of grips you by the shoulder, and she winks at you, and she says, "Come back out to see me."
Once the ship blows over, could definitely use a drink. You seem fun.
I'd be happy to share.
Hey,
And she winks at you.
Little wink back.
Oh my
and then I
god.
proudly start moving.
all right, follow the leader now,
Swagger.
guys. Come on, I got this.
Ooh la la.
She watched you fucking cannon the
Oh,
goddamn
obliterate.
dragon.
Obliterate a dragon, yeah.
It was the whole gun blow.
I
That's
like
what
the
it was,
idea
sir.
that Artie is still shorter than this halfling woman.
Sure is.
Yep.
No.
Yep. Not many smaller than a gnome.
He
True.
makes up
Goes,
for it in hair height.
Nice.
Yeah. But with a dirty 20, you
Get it.
lead the way back. Now, I need you to roll me a d6.
Yes.
Especially at night, there is always a chance of encounter.
Another
Big
baby dragon.
old
Look at that
happy
little smiley face.
That's a 6.
All right, hold on.
A big old smiley face. That means good stuff. Yeah, it has to. It had a smiley face.
You think so?
No, I don't.
Facebook was trying to sell me on some dice, and the natural 20 is fuck you, and the natural 1 is fuck me.
That's good. That's actually really good.
Roll me a d100, please.
Yes.
A 7.
7. Yep. That can't be bad. It's impossible.
It's lucky. It's fine.
God, we really need to start doing some divine interventions in this group. We have rolled so many low numbers.
I can't yet, man. I'm working on it.
I know.
Okay.
I walk through and I stumble on a treasure chest.
And it eats you immediately.
As you are walking, as you are leading the way, Artie, with your passive perception, not
12.
great, you don't notice it. But Neo, with your passive perception of bonkers, you hear from
I
nearby
was drinking.
of heavy footsteps in the forest.
Like, when you say heavy,
Like a dragon?
like, would Neo, like, putting 2 and 2 together, Neo knows they killed the dragon. Could this be a bigger dragon, possibly?
A bigger creature.
Do you all hear that?
Velen, you absolutely hear it. Artie, it being pointed out to you, or after you say now, you hear
Oh shit.
I hear
Behind
something.
us, in front of us.
it's
Yeah, what direction?
from in front of you and to the left.
Oh.
Shelby, have you heard this before?
Shelby has frozen and is listening. And it looks like she's counting. And when you ask her that, she says, "Shut the fuck up."
Mhm.
A few more moments pass, and then you hear again. As if the heavy steps are moving quickly. I've heard this before. We need to hide.
Got it.
I am going to quickly take out from my bag my bottle of squid ink, wine, and I'm going to take a fat gulp.
Okay.
Does it still give me the same thing it gave me before?
Yeah.
It gives me advantage on stealth.
Uh-huh. Yes, it does. Roll me a con save.
You quite
Yep.
literally ink in fear.
17.
Yeah. You're not drunk.
Okay.
Roll me a
Just a nice
stealth
point.
at advantage.
Nice.
As
Okay.
the dark liquid seems to almost envelop your hands and feet in shadow.
Huge. Advantage was huge.
So, I was gonna say, but as soon as she said hide, I would cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
34 for me then.
35.
How do you hide? Describe
I
it
was-
for me.
22.
I just duck behind a tree and just like try to sort of wiggle down by the roots so that I'm.
You watch as Shelby darts up a tree and tucks up amongst the branches. You are hidden behind a tree. How do you hide, Neo?
Neo's just going to try to find like how you have the shrubs and the vines growing up the trees. He's gonna try to deep in behind them and kind of blend in with them.
Okay. How do you hide, Artie?
Quickly take my little scanner and I magical tinker my outfit to be camo. And I'm just gonna sit in a bush.
Okay.
Camouflage.
The footsteps grow louder as you all have found hiding spots. A pause. Slower. Louder as they're getting closer. You hear this. Velen, in your peripheral, you see a massive creature with 2 legs up on its haunches. Roll me a nature check.
Dragon guide. Oh.
You don't know what it is.
Oof.
It is huge, with massive feet, almost like raptor's claws. It's tall, almost as tall as the nearest tree, and its long reptilian neck leads up to a very pointed head, And as it is, it seems as though it has smelled something, but it doesn't see any of you.
Oh my goodness, he's so cute.
Neo,
Yee
roll me a nature check
hee.
as you see it come into view.
15.
Yeah, you've heard of these, particularly with your influence with the Fae. This is a courser, a massive dinosaur-like reptile, well known from Fae forests, and it is on the hunt here. As it is sniffing at the brushes right nearby. You know its eyesight is not the best, but its smell is profound. Roll me
Okay.
a
sorry,
perception check.
Alright, perception. I'm gonna use my inspiration on that. It was
Okay.
a 15, but I don't like that.
I would like to make a note for the DM that I have never taken off my magical tinkering that makes me smell like wildflowers.
24.
Noted. With
I'm
a
just saying,
24,
That's valid.
Neo, with a 24, you suddenly realize you smell something coming from your long coat. And you look down, some of the berries from your ration has smashed up on your coat. What do you do?
Okay. There's two things I am considering doing. One, is it stormy weather out?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so this will probably end the session here, and we'll do with it next session, but I'm going to cast Call Lightning on it.
Okay. Haha, yes. The skies have been dark gray all day. It's basically been storming and drizzling on and off all day. You summon the clouds over this creature, and as you cast Call Lightning, that is where we're going to stop the session, because this is going to be a fight.
Damn it, Simic.
I have a really fucking cool explanation on how he uses Call Lightning, so I'm excited for that next episode.
Then we will save it for then, because that's how we'll start the session.
Just so I know, how long has it been since we fought the... okay, probably it'll be done by now. It's been an hour since we fought the...
It's been about 2 hours.
Okay, good to know. Duly
Top
noted.
of the session, Tess is like, "Are they in real danger?" God is like, "Nope." End of the session, they're gonna get in real danger.
An amaranth-only dinosaur finds them. Yeah.
And they
Thank you.
have
Great.
no
Thanks, guys.
I'm a
oh shit
bush.
ring.
I'm a bush. I'm in no danger.
Yeah, the other group's
sure.
headed back right now.
God. Oh my god.
Oh boy. Okay. You had to roll a 6. Okay.
What a good dog.
Anyway.
Man, he smelled me at a 22? God.
Yes, he did. He rolled really well.
Oh, fuck.
He rolled a natural 20, and I had to address
There
it.
was no hiding from that.
We
no,
had 35.
his
not
total
from
was
Neo, I mean.
Oh, yeah. He rolled a 20. The total was a 23. So
Yeah, no. God.
he smelled you.
Yeah, well, he's about to get a bolt of lightning right to his fucking face.
Thank you all for playing tonight's session of the Lodge at Endsmeet. And before we close out, I gotta ask for the player RP vote. So we're gonna start alphabetically
Last.
at the top.
Me last.
No, you
Yeah,
can't
I
do
should
that.
go first. I should go first.
Oh,
'Cause I know
fucking-
who I want.
All right, Simic,
Because I am technically last, so
You
we'll
son of
swap
a-
it.
go ahead.
Damn, it's kind of harsh. No, but I am going to give it to Dooch because I enjoyed almost all of the comments that left Artie's mouth tonight.
Okay. Dooch, you get the first vote. Hold on, let me make a note of it. Okay. Next,
I enjoyed interacting with this character.
Sal,
Hi.
you're up next. Who do you vote for? And why?
I'm gonna vote for Tess sacking that 4th level divination because she was IC'ly in a panic, even though it was a completely suboptimal out of like gaming choice. It was a very in character moment, and I feel like it was sort of taking one for the story there. So I'm gonna vote for Tess.
It was an excellent use of an expensive magic item for an RPG.
And then
Expensive.
and then just the facial journey thing. I mean, just the whole bit,
She's gonna be
just everything.
So mad. She's gonna be so mad.
Emily, who do you vote for and why?
Oh God, I don't like. It's always hard. I'm actually gonna give it right back to you, Sal, because her whole like conversations with her god this whole time have just been gold and hilarious, and I just like her whole relationship. I like the reveal that she's like never given an offering, which totally makes a lot of sense. But like just her kind of whole demeanor toward her god and the way that demeanor is like sort of saying the same but also changing is really fascinating to watch, and I love it.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Pen, who do you vote for and why?
I'm gonna give it to Gideon because just the whole session, his persistent, like, I can feel the grief and the worry and the resignation of like knowing where one of them is but not really being able to do anything about it is just horrible, and I felt it.
It was hard on him.
And the fact that one of them is missing, and the fact that the one that is found seems to either not remember or actively chooses to not.
Or knows that she's the only one left.
Maybe. We don't know. It could be anything, but she seems to have shed who she was, and that could be for any number of reasons, and we have no idea.
She might not even not know that Gideon's still out there looking for her. Awful.
Yep.
Well, Gideon did tell Cassandra to tell her.
Yeah, she'll know now.
Okay, Hellfrog. Who do you vote for and why?
I'm also gonna give it to Dooch because Artie made me laugh like 3 times. He's like, it kind of sounds like you're bragging. it was good.
Okay.
Bravo.
Then, Ducci, we come to you. You can no longer
would like-
dodge it.
I would like to give it to Gideon for the one comment of afterwards, like, yo, you could have used that to find my nieces.
Knife in my heart.
All right. Which means we have a tie. Artie with 2 votes, Gideon for 2 votes, so you both earn an inspiration for tonight's session. I had a great time. Thank you all for joining me tonight, and I will get this onto YouTube as quickly as possible for your reviewing pleasure. And anyone who decided to watch, thank you for sticking with us. And everyone
I'm
pray
sorry
for Sal to
for
stop
any
dying.
coughing noises that
Poor
didn't make
Sal.
get cut through the Discord
Aw.
filtering. I'm sorry.
Oh, I
hope-
feel better.
Team
Sometimes
formerly
when
known
you-
as Boat makes it.
Don't worry.
Sometimes
we'll-
when you muted, you could hear it through echo or Pen's
Oh,
mic. It was
God.
great.
Oh, no. Yeah, I bet. The sort of distant hack.
Don't
Also-
worry. Team Boat's gonna have to think of some new characters, possibly.
So
I will say,
Echo.
Artie, thank
Echo.
Bring
you
some
for
popcorn, listen to
exposing.
y'all have your terrible battle.
Artie, thank you for exposing another Amaranth-only creature, the Courser, a dinosaur.
so I have a
Thanks.
question for you, Echo.
At least maybe they're close enough that we can help.
Yes?
Now you said, since I was in the Fae and I have this thing with dinosaurs, seeing a velociraptor isn't, that big of a stretch then, right?
This isn't a velociraptor.
No, he's saying
No, that I
for a
could
wild
turn
shape.
into.
Oh. Velociraptors are not super common in the Fae.
Make him roll
Coursers
for it.
are. Velociraptors
roll
you
for
would
it.
have seen in the Beastlands.
Oh.
I'll say that you could ask Pearl for some exposure.
Oh my.
Pearl turned herself into a T-Rex, so
Yes, she has.
it's not out of the realm of.
Anyway.
Yeah, I really liked Shelby doing the T-Rex thing of like counting the steps. I was picturing a glass of water.
Yeah.
It was very Jurassic Park.
It was very Jurassic Park.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was dope.
I enjoyed getting a natural 1 on a nature check. Like, oh, it's got big feet.
Probably.
Oh my
God,
god, I don't
could've
know what
told you
that
that.
is.
Definitely the dragon is coming. I don't know.
Could have been. It wasn't.
Yeah.
Anyway.
the fact that y'all might get beaten all to hell before this, and then if the Shinehaven attacks, like the Shinehaven is attacked tonight, maybe it won't be. Hopefully not. But
Hopefully
like, oh
not,
god,
because
Oh,
after
yeah.
hopefully
this,
not, because this is gonna take some resources.
yeah,
They'll be
after-
fine.
Y'all be fine.
Yeah.
Uh-huh,
Took
sure.
out that dragon with one Eldritch
He's
Blast.
only the
I think
size
this
of a tree.
dinosaur is much scarier.
That was a
than
dragon fetus. Like,
both
It was
Yeah,
green.
it
overwhelming.
probably has like 29 hit points.
We
It'll be fine.
basically made a fucking omelet out of a baby egg. I'm gonna go take some medicine.
Yeah, you do that.
Thanks for
Please.
playing, guys.
Yes,
Yeah,
everyone,
Yeah,
thank you for
feel
joining me
better.
tonight. I'll see you all next week.
Yeah, it was
Bye.